What's going on, guys? We are live streaming our Thursday night football game between Buffalo and the Patriots. If you're watching the game right now, Stefon Diggs just got a 7-yard touchdown. Rick's going to be happy about that, and I know that because he has Stefon Diggs and Josh Allen on his fantasy lineup. The real question is, well, before we get to that, the real question is actually, where's Rick? Rick is going to be joining us in a little bit. He is running a little bit late, and that's totally cool because we're just going to hang out and start the stream now, and he'll just join us when he gets here. His wife, as there's a flag down on the kickoff return, his wife was supposed to set his fantasy lineup. So now I'm going to take a look and see. Oh, well, she didn't screw it up. He still has Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs starting the lineup. So in Buffalo's defense, honestly, I'm looking at the lineup. This is probably exactly what Rick would have done. But something to report, I guess, since we talked last on yesterday's episode. Justin Fields, full participant in practice. So it seems like we're going to get maybe some Jordan Love versus Justin Fields. Might be the quarterbacks of their teams moving forward. So that should be a fun game. But let's get back to this one because it's an AFC East match, and the Bills are obviously, wow. And he just stuffed. Is that Ramondre Stevenson? No, that's Harris. First down goes for -1. The Bills obviously 8-3, and then the Dolphins are right there in the mix. I believe they're 8-3 as well. Let me verify that because that makes this game really big. Because I know Miami against the Texans, they needed to win because it would have put them in first place in their division, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh my goodness. Oh, are they going to call him for intentional grounding? The pass rush just got through. And if it's holding or intentional grounding in the end zone, that would be a safety. That would be a really bad thing. It would change this whole game. Right now, a 3-point game. Patriots were able to drive down and get a touchdown. Here we go. Call from the ref. 2 fouls from the offense. Holding number 69. I'd imagine the other one's intentional grounding. The 1-yard line, so no safety. Wow, so that is that's a huge relief if you're a Patriots fan. Whew. Yeah, I mean, I respect his ability to stay in the pocket and not freak out, but man, you also got to kind of move around a little bit. You can't just be a statue. We'll see. I mean, 3rd and 18 on the 1-yard line. I would be shocked if this isn't just a handoff to try to get some space in it. Oh, wow! And he ran it for 17 yards. Wow. Man, Ramondre Stevenson is that guy. I mean, 4th and 1 on the 1-yard line. It's just a simple, plain, up-the-gut run. And Ramondre Stevenson, it just turns it into something way more than that. And he's really been like a bright spot for the Patriots this year, kind of coming out of nowhere. You really love to see that if you're a Patriots fan, even though you got to punt the ball here. You avoided a safety. you're not kicking it in your own end zone. And now there's another flag on the play. Let's see what this is. Delay game. Man. See, I don't know. I don't understand that because sometimes the offense moves really slow to get off the field on fourth down when they don't know if they're going to go for it. But after Ramondre Stevenson had that run, the whole offense ran off the field. So I'm not sure what the confusion is, but really can't have that penalty. So now he is in his own end zone punting the ball. The punt's going to about the 44-yard line. Not bad starting field position for Buffalo. We'll see if New England's defense can step up here. Well, so far the game's been pretty good. Buffalo is having no problem at all moving the ball, and the Patriots, I believe, are 1 for 3 on drives. They started off with 3 and out, and next time they got the ball, they were able to drive down and put together a nice scoring drive. So I picked the Patriots +4. So I think Rick picked the Bills +4. So he thinks the Bills win by more than 4. I think this game stays pretty close. And Josh Allen, in his last 5 games since he's been dealing with that elbow injury, his passer rating's like 60%. And his average air yards per completion is down to like 8 yards or something like that. So a lot more checkdowns, maybe some limitations and restrictions with what he can do with that elbow than a healthy Josh Allen on the road in a divisional rivalry game. You know, I think New England can keep it close. I don't think they're going to get the win. If they do, I do think it would be considered an upset, not because of the spread, just because the Bills seem more talented, but no Von Miller. You know, that's gonna. We'll see if that's a factor or not. I mean, so far, honestly, it hasn't been a factor. You see how the pass rush just got home to Mac Jones on that last drive. So next man up mentality. It's the NFL, especially a guy late in his years like Von Miller. I'm sure you can expect him to not be healthy at some point. It's probably why we talked about snap counting so much. Like, snap counting's a real thing when you got players as old as Von Miller. You know, you try to save those guys. And I love this, man, this my cause, my cleats thing. It's so unique. You know, the players, I mean, the NFL has their big wicket, you know, awareness, breast cancer awareness month, military month in November. I like the cleats thing because it's like very unique and specific to the person. And you get to learn a lot about the players and their passions and stuff like that. And plus, everybody's wearing, you know, all kind of different colored cleats. It's cool. Hey, buddy. This is my doggy. He's a little bear. He likes watching football with me. Josh Allen steps back and he throws it first pass. He's got a wide it looked like that was going to land perfectly into Gabriel Davis's hand, but it just soared over his head a little bit. But man, that was there. And the Bills just show once again that they're going to throw the ball downfield. They don't care about this defense. He hit him with a double move. Jones totally bid on it. The space was there, and the throw just a little off. But yeah, another statement play. You come out there on first down, and that's your first play. Now they're going to go with the handoff. Singletary's going to get it, and he's going to get 12 yards. Man. Hey, buddy. Oh, man. I really wanted the Patriots to play a little bit better. And now, if you pick the Patriots in this game for any reason, it's because you relied on their defense. Now, if the Patriots aren't going to play good defense, I don't think they can get into a shootout with this team. Mac Jones, needless to say, is not a Josh Allen type quarterback. And on the outside, they don't have the weapons that the Bills have. So if you're New England, you really want to do everything you can to keep your defense a factor in this game, whether you mix up blitz packages, throw in a corner blitz, safety blitz, keep Josh Allen guessing, and don't let him get into a rhythm. As soon as he gets into a rhythm, this Bills team is nearly impossible to stop. And there's only one other team like that, and it's Kansas City. And Philadelphia is flirting with it. All right, so you got Diggs going in motion at the bottom of the screen, handoff to Dalvin Cook's brother. I can hear Bill fans right now saying, put some respect on his name. That ain't Dalvin Cook's brother. Sorry, I forgot his first name. Dalvin Cook, though, that dude's a real deal, and I knew it when he was drafted. Florida State, if you watch Florida State football, you already knew what Dalvin Cook was. No surprises with that. And honestly, Cam Akers is the same thing. He doesn't have an offensive line, but Cam Akers is that dude's the real deal. And I promise if he ends up getting traded or let go and gets on a real offensive line, you'll see. And McKenzie, I don't know why. So he got up and he started running. They threw the ball to McKenzie on a little hook route. And a lot of the Patriots assumed that he was down. He just gets up and starts running. Man, this Patriots defense just seems soft so far. The Bills are having their way. They haven't really seen that many third downs, and that's just an incredible throw to anticipate where the receiver is going to be. I mean, by the time he let that ball go, that receiver was locked up. Man, I mean, that's just Josh Allen playing with these guys for so many years. It's seriously an advantage. It's easy to forget Mac Jones was a rookie last year. I don't know why it feels like Mac Jones has been in the NFL for 4 years. I don't know if it's because he's like kind of a boring guy, but it's just I don't know if I'm the only one that forgets that. But yeah, this Patriots team, they're centered around playing good defense and running the football. That's the formula. And if they want to win this game, the blueprint's not to get into a shootout. And it is paramount that they hold them to a field goal here as they enter field goal range. Right now, you're looking at about a 49, 50-yard field goal. See why they're just running the ball. What are they averaging? Like 8 yards a carry right now? This is a New England defense. I don't know the stats at the top of my head, but this is a really good New England defense. I'm going to see New England defense run stop. I'm sure that'll be sufficient. New England's rush defense. Here we go. Team opponent rush yards per game. New England's number 9. Like, I don't know what the deal is right now. They're going to go with the run again. And man, it's like you knew it was coming too. All right, so Buffalo is about to get into red zone again. If you would have told me that Buffalo is going to score 17 points by the halfway mark of the second quarter, I would have told you Buffalo was going to win. I really thought this game could stay low scoring. This is a long drive. 8 plays, 37 yards, taking time off the clock, running that play clock down to 5, 4, 3. They're going to run it again for 8 yards because why not? Seriously, why not? Man, and we know that Buffalo hasn't been known for running the football. I'm pretty sure that we all have been saying that's kind of the Achilles heel of this team is that they can't run the football very well. And they're just 8 yards a carry right now. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not a Patriots fan. Maybe some injuries on that interior. They're going to hand it off again because why not? And because they were in shotgun, this will only be maybe a gain of half a yard. So now here we go. Third down. Here we go. This is a third down where you got to step up. As Mac Jones starts throwing the football again, hoping that his time to get back on the field is right around the corner. And they're going to line up in a 3 wide receiver set. Don't know if they're passing or throwing. And I'd expect them to run it here just because it's been working. And they're going to throw it. And it's just a simple flat. Receiver goes straight to the flats, picks up the 3 yards. That's just the receiver knowing where the sticks are. I mean, and if you're New England, it's like, how do you not play that? Like, you know where the first down mark is. It's man coverage. Snaps the ball. Yeah, it's almost like it was kind of a pick play, to be honest, if you're watching it at home. You see those 2 receivers, they run straight, and then the motion man came kind of right underneath them. And now they're going to snap the ball. And finally, it looks like there's going to be a loss of yards. Somehow he makes it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 as we go under 6 minutes in the second quarter. And this drive's, what is this, been like 8 minutes now? You got to make a stop, though. You got to make a stop. You cannot get into a shootout with this team. And man, I mean, I haven't seen the pass rush get home yet. You know, it'd be really big is a sack here. I would maybe send in a blitz package, mix it up a little bit. And they're going to do that. They're going to bring people. It gets picked up nicely. Oh, and the ball gets thrown to the corner of the end zone to Gabriel Davis, and it's just outside his fingertips. Here we go. Now this is a third down. This is probably the third down of the half right here. We will see. It's a little too far to predict a run unless it's some kind of draw. They're probably going to the air here. I haven't seen Knox involved yet. I mean, even that play right there, it was such a simple route, and these corners just keep getting beat. I mean, nothing fancy about that. Just a 10-yard out route, and somehow he got some separation there. Shotgun, he's rolling out to his right. He's looking. He's going to get set. No, he throws it, and it's caught. No. I think there's a flag on the play. What is going on? Everyone acted like the play was over. Oh my God. Wouldn't have mattered. Holdings on the defense. Josh Allen's running to his right. He's rolling out. And it looks like he's about to go out of bounds. And then he just throws the ball. Going. And like once he gets to this point, look. That is such a Patrick Mahomes-esque throw. Look at this. What is that? That'll be on the highlight reel. Damn. 5 minutes left, and you could hear a pin drop. Jeez. A 10-point lead that quick, man. Damn, Buffalo is looking like old Buffalo. Well, who do you guys got if you are picking anybody for this game? I know it's a little late to ask, but let me check out the comments here. Let me also update the score. It is 17-3. Add to banner. And this is going to be our new score for right now. Go into the comment section. Feel free to type in a comment. Let us know where you're watching. You can follow our podcast at Only Football. Our podcast is called Only Football. You can follow us at FTBLONLY podcast. And my partner in crime, my coworker, really the best way to describe this person is my everything. He is not with us yet, but he's coming. He's coming. So I tried to find a Where's Waldo thing. I was going to say Where's Rick, but Rick is coming. He got held up at work. Unfortunately, we don't get paid to do this, so he will be joining us in a little bit. I'll probably have a shot of whiskey waiting for him. Just trying to make it home for football. And that's for y'all that live on the East Coast. Y'all don't even know what it's like, man, especially if you become used to watching these games at 8:30 at night and then you move to Washington and it's like 4:30 in the afternoon and the pregame stuff's already on. It's like, I mean, God forbid we play in London. I had to watch a game at 6 in the morning this year. I had to get up at 6 a.m. Like, I literally was watching the game on my phone, and there was so much, like, lint in my eyes or whatever that morning blurry vision stuff is. I couldn't even see the phone. It took me, like, till the second quarter to even know who had the ball, man. I'm not even kidding. That's hilarious, So, yeah, it is hard because, work keeps you a little late and the game's at halftime. It's just the reality of it. I guess you get used to it if you're from the West Coast, but we are not. All right, so we're back to the game. Temperature update in case you guys care. Feels like 28 degrees in Boston. Boston. Type your best Boston impression. I don't even know how to do it. Apparently Jupiter's near the moon tonight too, in case anybody is curious about that. But probably not. Maybe. So he threw that when that flag first came out on that touchdown. I legitimately thought that it was going to be something with the line of scrimmage. I wasn't sure. All right, he fakes the handoff. He's rolling out, first down, and it's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a little rollout, flip to the tight end. Doesn't go anywhere, but you see the sense of urgency in the offense. It's a good time to bring this up. There's a sense of urgency with the offense, being down 10 super early. But if you're New England, you still don't want to get away from what you do best. You want to be able to, there you go, Rondre Stevenson. Hey, it didn't work, but, you can't be something you're not. Your defense can always play better, and you can still drive. It's a 10-point game. There's not 4 minutes left in the game. 4 minutes left in the half. This game does feel like it's just flying by, though. You do have to stick to the formula, even though you may not trust it being down this much. He's rolling out. Pass rush is coming in. He spins away. He's still got his eyes down. Oh, he dropped it. So what? So Buffalo goes on an 8-minute drive, and the Patriots go for about, 40 seconds? And now, if you're New England, you're kicking the ball back to a red-hot Buffalo team. A turnover starts to become really important here. Try to shift this momentum. The offense hasn't been able to do anything since that second drive. So a good punt. Goes all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's going to field it and get 4 yards on the carry, on the return. What time zone are you guys watching the game in? Let us know in the comments. And follow our channels. Subscribe. This is Star 6 Media, one of many channels. We do soccer. We do UFC. I mean, everything that you want for your sports, fantasies, without being weird, we cover it. The only sport that we don't cover is NASCAR. And I've been joking on the podcast about how we have to start a NASCAR podcast. So maybe at some point we will live stream a NASCAR game or a NASCAR race. Sorry for you NASCAR enthusiasts. Um, I know Jeff Gordon. I don't know if Matt Kenseth is still driving, but I tease. I say we should get a NASCAR podcast. I don't even know if there's a market for that, to be honest. That is not my world. But if you want to just follow us, go ahead and hit that follow button. We will give you everything besides NASCAR unless you guys ask for it. And then I promise you, I will give you guys NASCAR. I will work endlessly to make sure your NASCAR dreams are fulfilled. But yeah, man, we do our shows on Mondays. We do them on Wednesdays. Mondays is more of a breakdown of the games that just happened. And Wednesdays are the predictions for what is about to happen. And then we live stream sometimes. So I'm actually slow cooking a pork butt right now. It is in the crock pot. It's been in the crock pot for about 5 hours. I followed this recipe that I'll share with you guys so you can rank my recipe. Here we go. All right, rank my pulled pork. Okay, I got a 4-pound pork shoulder. So if you're joining us right now, I want you to rank my recipe. I poured Worcestershire sauce. I can never say that. I cut slivers in the pork and I stuffed it with garlic, 2 teaspoons of paprika, brown sugar, kosher salt, and black pepper. That's my dry rub. I gave it a nice dry rub. Poured the Worcestershire sauce on top. Put it in the crock pot. Let it cook for 5 hours. And then we'll pull it apart and drop the barbecue sauce. Oh, no! Oh! That was the pick, man. I was like, look, the offense, you need a momentum shift. Man, and they're going to show the booth. I'm sorry, Al Michaels. I want to see the play again, man. I don't know how he dropped that. It looked like the ball went right in his hands, and he just... Look, Belichick's pissed. He's like, dude, how do you drop that? You can't. Hey, that's why they play defense, right? If they could catch that, they'd be on offense. Man, don't be surprised if they run it again, though. They get 8 yards every... No, they're going to... design run with Josh Allen, and that's going to go for maybe 2 yards. Here we go. Man, you almost... I don't know. Do you call timeout if you're in New England here? Call timeout with 3 minutes and 40 seconds, try to get a stop and get the ball back with enough time? Or do you let they're letting the clock run, but if they make a stop here, I guess it doesn't matter. There's enough time to do whatever you want if you have 3 timeouts. He's rolling out. He's trying to be Patrick Mahomes. He launches it downfield, and it's a Hail Mary. Oh, my goodness. How do you not pick these? He's literally just tossing them up to the defense. There's 3 red jerseys. The Patriots are wearing red today. And this is a punt. Yeah, exactly. Curb Street, whatever. Just said it perfectly. No disrespect to the man. He's great at college football. But come on, man. You literally put the defense out there, probably telling them as a coach, hey, we need to make a play. We got to change this momentum. That was dangerous too. The punt. It was He said no one touch it, and then it bounced right to him, and he's like, you know what? I'll pick it up so it doesn't bounce an extra 5 yards or whatever. Oh, man. So 2 dropped interceptions. I'm not even a Patriots fan and I'm mad. You got the offense totally stagnant, not doing anything, and you got an opportunity to, man, it's a nice BMW. Well, the front looks really weird, though. You have an opportunity to freaking get some momentum going with your defense, and you got the one drop that made no sense at the flat on the 10-yard out route, and then you drop the Hail Mary. I mean, you're not going to beat a team as good as Buffalo by not capitalizing on their mistakes. I mean, you're just not. But hey, it's still a 10-point game. There's still an entire half of football left to be played. I still have hope as a person that is taking the Patriots +4. We will see what happens. I just got a Facebook notification that we are live right now. I was shocked. I had no idea. I was honestly just practicing for when we do go live, but here we are. I'm kidding. By the way, this live stream is sponsored by Hydroxycut, your weight loss energy drink. It is loaded with anything that you could need. 0 grams of sugar, less than 1 carb. It's got taurine. It's got green coffee extract, 20 milligrams of caffeine. It's got alpha size, whatever the hell that is. It's got anything that you need if you want a little boost and you want to get shredded. So thank you for sponsoring us, Hydroxycut. We will continue. Honestly, this stuff tastes really good. And I don't do well with energy drinks. Energy drinks make me like super shaky. And this one is pretty smooth. You're not like energetic to the point where you're uncomfortable and anxious, but you definitely feel like you got some energy. But we're sponsored. We are sponsored. We're sponsored by Hydroxycut Energy Drinks. It's our ongoing joke. No matter what we drink, we say we're sponsored by it. We're trying to get a sponsorship. Or my PR team just came in and let me know that technically we can't say we're sponsored. We are not sponsored by Hydroxycut, but if you've been following us, our ongoing joke is that we will be sponsored by whatever it is that we manifest. Today we manifest Hydroxycut. All right, back to the game. Patriots got the ball back, first down, need to get a drive going. Ball gets tipped, try to throw it out to Ramondre Stevenson, get something going, get some positive vibes going, and nothing. All right, so they're going to do the same play, but this time it's going to go for maybe 3 yards. Now, they had a 2-down back. Basically, Ramondre Stevenson and Jones kind of swung out to 2 different sides. And now here we go. You got 2 minutes. Man, so if you're the Patriots, do you want to snap this really fast? Because if you don't get it, you're just giving Buffalo more time. You almost want to let this go all the way down and then snap it. 10, 9. There you go. They're going to snap it with 8 seconds left on the play clock. Is there a flag coming in? Well, the Patriots sideline definitely wanted one. They looked mad. I'd be mad too if I had 3 and outs. I know what it's like. I'm a Broncos fan. And the crowd's reacting. So I can tell you right now that this isn't going to look good. Oh, yeah, that's early. That is early. Curb Street is like, even if he does catch it short of yardage, it's not the point. If it's a pass interference, it's automatic first down. That's what they're mad about, bro. And now they're going to... Oh, gosh, that was almost blocked. And they're going to call the fair catch at the 44-yard line. So the Bills are taking over. And they got 2 minutes left. to start a pretty healthy drive, and hopefully they don't go up 24-3 in the first half. See if that Patriots defense can step up.
On this 35-degree Thursday night in Foxborough. You mentioned the crowd wanted
Blink twice if you need help. No. All right. So here we go. 3 seconds till a 2-minute warning. This will be the last play until a 2-minute warning. And he drives back. He's going to throw it over to the running back, Dalvin Cook's brother. And that is going to be good for a gain of 8. And now we hit the 2-minute warning. So if you're a Buffalo, this is going really well for you. The offense has been moving the ball very effectively, almost seems effortlessly, and the Patriots haven't been able to get a stop. Their offense seems terrible. Let's see how many points on fantasy Mac Jones has, just for S's and gigs. Here we go. He's got a whopping 7 points. 7 points in the first half, and really it's just saved by the touchdown pass, or he would only have 1. He would only have probably, 8.5. Wow, that's bad. Not a big first half for New England. Not at all. And I have Ramondre Stevenson on my team. That's like, if you watched the film from the Patriots-Vikings game, which if you were Buffalo, you obviously did, because they normally watch film on the last game the team played, then you saw Ramondre Stevenson had 8 receptions. Those swing out passes, I mean, that's literally why I got so many points from him. It's not so much, he had that one run towards the end of the game where he caught it and ran for like 45 yards. Besides that, a lot of those points are just because you get 1 point a catch. So if you looked at it, their game plan was, hey, these guys might throw it a little bit, but they're just throwing it to Ramondre Stevenson, the check down. So you go ahead and you stop the check down, and there's no deep threat. And the Patriots, they're left with, really no game plan. Their game plan is to run the football and play good defense, and their defense has been shut down. And you can't get into a shootout with this team. The only way to beat them is to play defense, keep the score low, and stick to what you do best. And right now, that's run with Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris. And that's not going well either. So far, Buffalo's just having their way. See, Ramondre Stevenson's got 20 yards on the ground on 4 attempts. I mean, he's got 5 yards per attempt, so maybe go back to that. And he's got 1 reception on 2 targets for 7 yards. I think you have to. And it's not just because he's on my fantasy team. I think you got to get Ramondre Stevenson more involved. Josh Allen snaps it on second and 2. He's going to throw it out to Diggs. That's going to be complete. Was that a gain of 8, 10? Just keep driving down the field. What?
You just always call things before they do. You were like, they're going to throw it down to Diggs, and he was like, thinking he's going to throw it down to Diggs.
Oh. All right, so Josh Allen snaps it. They're going into New England side of the 50, and he's just going to throw that one away in the area of Raheem Hines, who was a free agent after New England dropped him. Not sure his whole journey into the practice squad to Buffalo, but nice to see him on a football field. Yep, and that's the power of deferring. And if you're not watching, they basically just said Buffalo deferred. So when the second half's over, they get the ball. So you score on this drive and score on the opening of the second half, it could be 31-7. I don't think this is going to stand. I think this is holding. I think this is coming back. But right now, it's going to count as a 45-yard touchdown pass to Diggs. It was really more like 55 because it was in the back of the end zone. You know, this is a huge break for the Patriots and an opportunity to really evaluate what the hell is going on their defense. Because look how easy this is. Yep, there it is. Yeah, we knew that was coming back before I even threw the ball. You could see the flag get thrown right there. But look at this. What is that separation? That is the best wide receiver in the league, and that is way too easy. That is just backyard football, pitch and catch. There's no reason that there should be a player that open. And we've seen that on almost every route. I mean, they're throwing the ball. They can run the ball. Everything they've done on offense today works. They really need a turnover here. That they don't just need to stop them. They need to change the momentum. This is such a game of momentum. And momentum is the one thing science really can't explain. But it's a real thing. And just getting a stop here is not really a momentum shift. A strip sack is a momentum shift. An interception that goes back 45 yards is a shift. They need a shift. I've seen enough football to know without a shift, this game is going to get out of hand. 1:31 left. Patriots and Bills both have all 3 timeouts. It'll be interesting to see if the Bills end up kicking a field goal, if the Patriots get aggressive and start burning those timeouts. You would think so. If you go up to 20, that Patriots would try to get a field goal, make it a 10-point game, especially with the fact that they're about to defer. All right, so let's go back to Gillette Field. Little timeout breaks over. Okay, it's 3rd and 10 here. This is a really big 3rd down. I would mix up a blitz package. I would send them a middle linebacker. Hopefully he doesn't get picked up by a running back. Here we go. Coming outside. Got him. Got him. Fumble. Strip sack. That's what I'm talking about. That's the shift. That's the shift. That's exactly what they needed. There's the shift. You heard it here live. Literally just talked about it. They needed a momentum shift. A momentum shift. I said a strip sack will do. Ideally, it would have been returned by more, but that is huge. And you can see the life coming back to Gillette Stadium. The fans are getting back into it. The offense takes the field. Now they can go down and get a field goal. We go into halftime at a 7-point game. And you can live with that if you're New England. You almost just turn this into a 17-point difference. We're going to go to halftime with a 7 potentially. I say we because I picked the Patriots. I'm not a Patriots fan, as you can tell. But I am pulling for them today. And they're going to go to Stevenson. And I said, why not? Because let's go. Let's go. That guy is good. He's got, what is this? He's got 4 yards for 20 or 4 carries for 20 yards, averaging 5 a carry. And that is a big statement right there that when they don't have a lot of time, but they're going to run the ball anyway. Usually you throw the ball because you don't want to run it. They're like, no, we can get 15 yards with a run here. And watch out for a swing pass. There it is, right to the outside. So that actually stops the clock. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts here. You know, I said field goal, but they're already in field goal range, and there's 50 seconds. So you can see an opportunity for 7 points here. It doesn't have to be a field goal. It's just they haven't been able to move the ball, so I couldn't fathom that in the beginning. But here they go. The momentum, that's what changed. The momentum. And here we go. It's going to be a halfback draw to Stevenson. And, man, stopped him short. Didn't fool the Patriots. I'd burn a timeout right here. I feel like you got to burn one here. And they're just going to roll it. I don't like when now you call it at 35 seconds. I mean, call it at 42 seconds. Why spend the 10 seconds? It's almost as if they're expecting to not get the first down, and they don't want to give Buffalo too much time. I that's the only thing I can fathom. But what message are you sending to your players by doing that? Call the timeout right away and go punch it in the end zone. That is just bad clock management, and I would not expect that from Belichick. All right, so play clock's going down. We got 15 seconds. Here we go, 3rd and 1. If it's not going to Ramondre Stevenson, I think they're wrong. Even if it gets stopped, you got to give it to your best player here. Oh, QB sneak, and it works perfectly. So they're going to go up. I wonder if they're going to clock it or call a timeout. If they're okay, now they're going to call their last timeout. Don't know. So they see. I would go up and spike it, and this is why. You go up and spike it. Okay, it's 2nd and 10, but the clock is stopped. But you can keep on throwing, and if the timeout is so crucial because let's say that there's 13 seconds left, and you want to take a shot to the end zone, and the guy catches it, but he gets tackled on the 1-yard line. You don't have enough time for the players to line up. You could potentially, screw yourself without having that timeout. You really want to keep one in your pocket. So here we go, 32 seconds, maybe enough. Obviously, everything's sidelines here. There we go. And that was just executed perfectly. Oh, they're calling that incomplete. They look good from here. Oh, yeah, the right foot. That's not the angle we watched the game from. All right, 26 seconds. Play clock's down to 10. Snapped at 11. Can't throw it in the middle of the field right now. You don't have a timeout. This clock will continue to run. Got to go out of bounds here. 3rd and 6. So they got 22 seconds. So, I mean, you have enough time to pretty much run any play and clock it. So I would go for the end. I would go for a touchdown here. I would go for a deep ball here. I wouldn't. There we go. Here we go. He's just throwing it away. Crowd doesn't like that. I don't either. I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well just run for it. It looked like he could have potentially ran and got it. I mean, look, the timeout thing, they had enough time to spike it. Anything could have happened. They could have spiked it. 15 seconds, they could have spiked it. Now you got a timeout on Buffalo. Guess to try to freeze the kicker, make him think about it a little bit. This is still a win. It says the make probability is 61%. I assume that's based on all of his kicks that he has kicked in his kicking career. So 64%, not very high, but I don't know. I'm feeling it right now. The momentum's changed. Positive vibes are in New England. It's a 7-point game. Let's go. That is. Oh,
What?
He didn't kick it. He didn't kick it far enough.
What? I don't think I've ever
It could hit the crossbar.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, it seemed like things were going well. They were gonna. Here's another image of it. It looked perfect, and then it's just not long enough. And I mean, this is a 48-yard field goal. This is way too short to happen to a professional kicker.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I mean, you can miss it left, you can miss it right, but not long enough. Ah, man, what a waste of an opportunity. Buffalo's not being conservative here. They're going to line up in Hail Mary formation. Oh, man. There's been so many almost interceptions. We're having a professional, serious live stream right now. This is Hayes. Do you guys like my Christmas tree? It's got Bronco ornaments and Bronco Christmas trees and Bronco lights. Pretty much just the Denver Broncos Christmas. All right, so we've been live streaming for 51 minutes. If you're just joining us now, we run a podcast called Only Football. We are with Star 6 Media. They have several channels and avenues for your daily sports needs, from baseball to basketball to UFC, specifically MLB and NBA and UFC. So go ahead and follow us, like us, subscribe. You can donate if you want us to get into a really fancy studio and do this as a day job. Go ahead and just donate everything you got, and we will be sure to recompensate you when the revenue comes in. I don't forget people that give us all their money. So go ahead and give us that like. You can follow me at FTBL Only Podcast, and you can follow my partner in crime, my podcast host. Really, the best way to describe this person is my everything, at And Now Rick. He always says "and now Rick," "and now Rick," and I'm like, bro, no one can understand. It sounds like you're saying N, the letter N, now Rick. It's and ANDNOWRICK. Just in case you thought I said "and now Rick." So yeah, man, thanks for watching us. We have a game that I think should be a 7-point game right now, but it's a 10-point game, but it could have been a 17-point game. If you're watching, then you know what I'm saying. So Buffalo coming out, offense, doing whatever they want. They're running the ball, they're passing the ball. Defense has forced, I think, 3 or 4 3-and-outs. Nothing really going New England's way. We really needed that momentum shift at the end. We get the strip sack. New England recovers around the 35, 40-yard line. Ramondre Stevenson breaks one for 10 to 15 yards. They throw an out route. They get within 48 yards of a field goal. They kick the field goal, hits the crossbar, and it stays at 10. So almost for the Bills, they almost went up 17. So not a win or a loss. We'll just call that a tie. The real problem is that they're going into halftime, and the Bills are receiving after halftime. So can you guys stop? The dogs. Stop it, dogs. My dogs are playing. They one is a husky and one is a toy poodle. So you can imagine the size difference, and he gets stepped on all the time on accident. Buddy, come here. Come here. Trying to introduce you guys to the little guy. Here he is. This little guy right here, this is Ricky. I mean Woody. Isn't he adorable? It's like you start seeing the views like it's like, okay, I'll just show my dog. Isn't the little guy adorable? Isn't he a little bear? He's a Broncos fan. He's a huge Broncos fan. Look at his eyes. They're like circles. So cute. He's why I do this. He's like, no, I want to be back on camera. I like it. I want to be back on camera. He likes it. Well, let me know what you guys think so far in this game. I took the Patriots +4. Rick took the Bills +7. I really had a strong feeling that this game would be played pretty close, being a divisional rivalry game on the road. And Buffalo, Josh Allen's thrown 60 something percent in the last 5 games ever since he's been nursing that elbow injury. He's a tough dude, so it hasn't been really talked about a lot, but it's definitely affected him if you've watched him in the last 5 games. Right now, 12 for 21, 118 yards, almost threw 2 touchdown passes. That one to Stephon Diggs, that was like 55 yards, but unfortunately, there's a holding call if you're a Buffalo fan. And what surprised me the most is that they're able to run the ball with Dalvin Cook's brother. And I really haven't seen a run game out of the Bills. That's kind of been the Achilles heel for the Bills, is that they're so reliant on Josh Allen and the passing defense. But they just came out and they're very balanced right now. You really have to respect the run and the pass. And Stephon Diggs is just so good. There's separation almost on every play, every throw that Josh Allen makes. You're wondering, how did he get that open? The cornerback's just not playing very good. And Mac Jones, just nothing to really write home about. I think he's got a total of 80 yards passing, and most of those came in one drive. Yeah, so like I said, if you weren't watching earlier, if you watched that game against Minnesota, a lot of the things that happened were just dump offs to Ramondre Stevenson. He had 8 catches last week. That's a crap ton. And it looks like Buffalo just watched that film and they're like, hey, the receivers can't get downfield. Let's just play Ramondre Stevenson. Let's make sure that we do like kind of like a running back spy. Mac Jones isn't going to kill you with his legs. He can't run. And stop the run. Stop the run. Basically stop the running back, whether it's run or pass, and we will kick their ass. That's what they said. So they probably rhymed like that too. They rhyme all the time. They even did the half coin toss with the dime. But if you're the Patriots, it's their time to shine. So there is a country singer singing right now. And I don't know who it is, but he's wearing camouflage and a cowboy hat. But that does not sum anything up. If that is, it could be anybody, literally. I know it wasn't Luke Combs, and it wasn't Zach Bryant. Brown band. Wasn't a big guy, size-wise. So while they have a halftime concert in New England, country music, people that don't like country music, they always say that country music is depressing. And I just find it funny that New England's down by 10 and there's country music playing. And I think maybe they need some Meek Mill. If you've been watching the Eagles on Sunday Night Football, the Eagles are having a party. I mean, they got Meek Mill rapping on the football field. It has just been a party, and they go out and play loose. I don't know if New England needs country music right now. As a fan base, I feel like they need rap. I think they need something a little more upbeat, snap out of it. But once again, I don't know who that artist is, so I don't know what song they're singing in particular. And that really does make a big difference. So I'm going to look it up right now for you guys. Who is playing the halftime show in New England? In New England. Here we go. Oh, I got to specify. In New England. Oh, it said everything came up for Thanksgiving. So I can't say Thanksgiving, or I can't say Thursday because Thanksgiving is on Thursday. I'll just say Patriots, Buffalo. Here we go. All right. Low Cash Who the hell is Low Cash? All due respect. Low Cash. The duo returns on the trip to support Kane Brown's Drunk or Dreaming tour next spring. Low Cash. Look, I don't know who Low Cash is, but he's performing right now at the halftime show. I am going to figure it out right now for you guys, though. We're gonna figure this out together. I'm gonna do YouTube mix. This is their best song. This is Low Cash. This is who's playing the halftime show right now. Okay. Yeah, personally, not a huge fan at all, but at least it's not depressing country music because they really need to get a little kick in their step, a little bit going. You know what I mean? Right now, it's just, man, that is a really cool jacket if you're watching. It's got all these patches. Nobody's jumping around. No one's moving. That's why you don't get a country singer to perform. That's why you get Meek Mill. Man, get Kendrick Lamar. Get someone just to get the fans into it. I didn't hear the fans going too crazy, man. I really didn't. I didn't think that they were going too crazy. And my partner, my podcast host, really the best way to describe this guy is my everything, has just contacted me, and he said he's on the way. So if you've been waiting for Rick so that you can get less of me, your wish is about to come true. He is on the way. He will be here shortly. He has messaged me on two different ways. We got messenger and text messages. So he has confirmed Rick is on the way. Round of applause for Rick. He's going to be here soon. Look ahead. We got Monday Night Football, Saints Bucks. I guess we'll talk about that because it's still halftime. I think the Bucks should be able to win, but that loss against Cleveland really just looked like, damn, this is not the same Bucks team. They lost to Cleveland in an overtime game, and Tom Brady said it best at halftime. He said 17 points wasn't going to do it. And I guess a lot of people expected, including myself, that bye week to really help out the Bucks, and they would come out of the bye week and they would start winning football games and start playing November football, get ready for the playoffs. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. And I guess maybe that's just not going to happen this year. It seems like it's impossible to really write off Tom Brady, right? I mean, he's Tom freaking Brady. And every time it seems like we write off Tom Brady, he proves us wrong. So I don't want to do that, but I have to see something different from him. I need to see him get into that next gear. I need to see Chris Godwin and Mike Evans stay on the field at the same time. And if they can do that, maybe they can make a late run. But it really starts with that Monday night game. New Orleans has had their number for like a year and a half now. Lattimore has Mike Evans on lockdown. Like the guy has really bad days statistically on Lattimore. So we'll see if the Bucs can shake the rust and really start going, because look, it's December now. This isn't even November football anymore. Playoffs are 1 month away. And luckily for Tampa, they're in a super, super weak division. They are in the worst division in sports. Don't quote me on that, but you got Atlanta, who is probably the other team competing. You got Atlanta, and New Orleans just lost another one, got shut out at the 49ers. You got the Panthers, who only have, I think, 3 wins. So, yeah, I mean, really no reason for Tom Brady not to win that division, but it's not really about winning your division if you're Tom Brady. You came back to play football at 45 years old, and you didn't do that to win your division. Obviously, you do that for only one reason. You're not Tom Brady unless you have only one goal. So we'll see if he can get it done this year. I still think that there's just teams playing way better football right now. Even with the Cowboys and the Vikings, and the Cowboys have really stepped up in a big way. And I think the Cowboys, I'm just going to say it now, I think OBJ goes to the Cowboys. It's a big market. He obviously is going to pick a team that he thinks will go to the Super Bowl. That's why I don't think he's going to go to the Giants. I think he gets convinced by Jerry Jones, who's really good at bringing people in. And where else would you want to go? I mean, if you're him, I mean, maybe Kansas City. Kansas City is another place that he potentially might want to go, but I have a good feeling about the Dallas thing. It just seems kind of Odell, like big market. Um, I guess just only CeeDee Lamb's kind of in competition. Not really competition, but he would be like the second star on the team. And Odell needs to somewhat be a star. He's not going to be a role player. Personality's just way too big. So, or Kansas City. Kansas City is the other team that no one's really talking about. That's sneaky. If OBJ goes to Kansas City, they're going to the Super Bowl. And I have the Bills going to the Super Bowl, but the way Kansas City's playing right now, man, it's on another level. And I hate it. I'm a Broncos fan. I effing hate it, dude. But Kansas City's unstoppable, and Patrick Mahomes is playing at a higher level than any other quarterback in the NFL. I don't care if you're a Bills fan. I don't care. I look, Jalen Hurts, I have his MVP, but Patrick Mahomes is just, if you watch a full game, it literally looks like you're playing Madden on rookie mode. And Jalen Hurts, what he's done for the city of Philadelphia is pretty spectacular. That's why he's my MVP. I think if you take Jalen Hurts off that team, they're definitely not 10-1. And if you take, almost got picked there. And if you took Patrick Mahomes off Kansas City, they probably wouldn't be good either. But you can't really put a price tag on what Jalen Hurts has done for the city of Philly. I mean, they have true Super Bowl aspirations, and they're not even crazy. And when the season started, I would have said no way. Even though I picked Philly to win the division and Jalen Hurts as an MVP, to see it actually happen is pretty incredible. We'll get back to the game. The Bills have received the second half, and what do you know? They're already crossing the 50-yard line, and the Bills came out. And I said the one thing that you can't let happen is you can't have this opening drive momentum. And the Bills come out, and they're already on the 40-yard line almost. So on the Patriots 40-yard line. So here we go. Quick snap. Oh, is that gonna? Oh, they're gonna say incomplete. McKenzie had the swing pass. He had it in his hands for a second, then just let it go. Looked like it could have been called a fumble, but no possession, incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. You got to stop him here. This is the line right here. If you don't stop them right here, they're going back into field goal range. And if they go back in field goal range, you already know what's going to happen. Excuse me. You already know what's going to happen. They're going to get more points. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my partner in crime. Rick has made it to the podcast. He is here. 2nd and 10. Goes for a rush of 5 yards, but there's a penalty. Dalvin Cook's brother is upset. I'm going to call him Dalvin Cook's brother for the whole show. So I'm sorry. I know his name's James Cook, but Dalvin Cook's brother just sounds cooler to me for some reason. We'll see what this penalty is because it's going to be pretty important. New England signaling that it's going that way. It's going back. And, oh, yeah. It's on Gabriel. Yeah, it's on Davis. You see, he just pushed him straight in the back. Replay 2nd down, and that penalty is really big, not just because it cancels out that run by James Cook, Dalvin Cook's brother, but because now it backs him out of field goal range. And what do we got now? We probably got like a 2nd and 19? 2nd and 18. And now they're back up all the way to the 50-yard line. So now they're out of field goal range. All you need to do, let him have the short stuff. Just don't get it. Watch out for Diggs. This is when he goes to Diggs. He's backed up, needs a big play. He's going to look for 14. He's rolling out, and perfect job. You can let that 4-yard run happen. There's no shame in that. All right, so here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 16, something like that. And if you remember the play that they ran when there was like 13 seconds left in the Detroit game last week, they had Stephon Diggs just run a straight post. Well, it's more like a post because he's on the right side. So watch out for that same play here. 3rd and 11. I'm looking for Diggs. Let me see where he's lined up. He can be dangerous in the slot. Where is he? Oh, he's all the way at the top of the screen. He's going all the way, and he's looking that way, and there it is. Just like that. Yeah, he dropped it. Dropped it. He was eyeing him the whole time. So he made it seem like Diggs doesn't like it. He's smiling. I don't know what's so funny. He dropped the ball. He's running straight. And literally from the start of the play, Allen wasn't going anywhere else with the ball. And when he let that ball go, Diggs was still running straight, and then he just stopped. And that is just a great throw and almost catch. But honestly, those are the plays that are unstoppable. And you just need to minimize them. That is very, very hard to stop. Man, they have such a good connection, Diggs and Josh Allen. They're going to be tough come January. But so are these guys. If you're watching the commercial, you got Patrick Mahomes loving bath bombs. Oh man. All right, so 10-point game. The punt went into the back of the end zone, so normal field position. We won't say good or bad. 20-yard line, 10-point game. 3rd quarter just started. There's plenty of time. No reason to panic. No reason to start throwing the ball around. I say let's get back to the running game if you're New England. Let's run the ball on 1st down, and then let's run the ball on 2nd down. If you're not going to run it on 2nd down, maybe do a tight end friendly halfback toss. If they want to use those linebackers to spy on the halfback so they can't swing it out to Ramondre the whole game, let's get those tight ends involved. You don't have to, throw deep balls, but they got to get back to their identity. It's not sexy. It's not a fun formula, but this is a team that really relies on their defense and their running game. My partner in crime, my podcast host. The best way to describe this guy is my everything. He is here.
What's up? I apologize. I'm late. This is going to be the last time it happened. I was told you kind of described what's going on.
I just said you were running late from work.
Yeah, fuck work. This is going to be my job soon, so I'm never going to be late
I told
again.
him that too.
Yeah. I'm never going to be fucking late again. I'm going to apologize to the viewers. I'm going to apologize to Kyle. I'm sorry.
No, dude.
I'm sorry.
We're having a great time.
This
Stop
fucking
it.
sucks.
Stop it. Okay,
but Bills up by 10, I believe.
The Bills are up by 10.
Bills are up by 10. Okay.
It's just been really the Bills doing whatever they want.
Oh, the Voncast now. They're doing the fucking Voncast.
No. Is he doing this right now?
I think so, yeah. That's insane.
Wait,
I have no idea.
He's supposed to be at the game. He plays for the Bills. He's injured, but it's just...
Oh, that's... Okay, so this is just a podcast. I thought this is like the Manning cast.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was
weird.
like, what is he doing? I was like, I get it, you're hurt, but shouldn't you be like on the sideline cheering for your team?
I'm going to get some coconut water.
Hell yeah.
By our sponsor, even though we can't say it's our sponsor. It's our sponsor.
Today we're sponsored by HydroxyCut, energy and weight loss formula.
I love it. Hydroxy, even if you don't want to sponsor us, tough shit.
There we go. So that's what we need. Let's get some positive momentum going. I know you took the Bills +4, but
yes,
I got the Patriots +4.
I don't want to hear it. I literally don't want to hear it.
The Bills nearly went up 24-7, and right
before half.
Yeah, right before it happened,
Mm-hmm.
I literally said on air, I said, if you're the Patriots, You don't need just to stop him here.
Yeah.
You need a momentum shift.
Yeah.
I said a strip sack will do.
Okay.
Next play was a strip sack.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, they took him
You
out.
called it.
There you go. And I just said that too. I said you need to get back to the running game using Ramondre Stevenson. I was like, look, I understand the urge to get sexy when you're playing the Bills because you see them slinging it around but you have a formula. You play defense, you run the ball. It's boring. Just accept it.
It is,
Don't try to get cute with it.
Zico, buy it now.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
The best
please.
coconut water that you can buy, not made from concentrate. Real coconuts.
Real coconuts for real.
In our mouth.
What's up?
Coconuts. When we drink the water. Oh, look at this. Let's see. Get up.
What happened?
No, is he all right?
Who was that?
That was Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh, okay. I'll play producer here since I was late.
Nice.
Like a jackass.
I've been doing, as you can see, I was doing live.
Yeah.
It's like,
I love it. All right, sweet. Wait, where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. And I will say, I haven't gotten the video up, but luckily my wife let me keep.
I don't know why I'm wearing these. I can't hear anyone.
Yeah. Luckily,
I just realized that because I was trying to
look
find
professional.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what it
trying
was.
to find your
That's what it
headphones, and I'm
was,
like, wait, we're
It's
together.
it's
You know?
such a like a second nature, right?
Yeah.
That you just put them on and you're like, I don't
feel
know what I'm
safe.
listening to, but I'm listening to something.
I feel like I'm like sucked into the podcast
yeah,
world once I put them on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was gonna say, my wife, luckily for everyone out there, let me keep both Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs on my lineup this week. So I'm not gonna reveal who else she let me keep on, but
I spoiled it already.
oh, did you really?
I went through your list with everybody.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
So it was kind of more of the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When the cat's away, the mice will play. You can't. We needed to know because I knew that you had Diggs and Josh Allen in this game, and I was like, no, I need to know if you got him.
So how's Ramondre Stevenson been doing this first half? Was it pretty much was he a factor in the offense?
Not really. It
Okay.
seems like they kind of panicked early and started trying to, I guess, get outside of what they do and do other things.
I'm assuming they're trying to utilize Mac Jones a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, they were trying to air it out a couple times, but really the defense has just been really good for Buffalo.
Yeah.
And
I mean, you saw it in that play right there. They just swallowed up Ramondre.
yeah, and what I said was usually teams will game plan using the film of the previous week because it's the most recent stuff.
Yeah.
And last week against the Vikings, 8 times they just threw it to him. Like
Really?
right here, he does the block. Oh, that was a really good pickup.
Get it! Come on!
Oh,
come on!
just throws it.
Interception!
Oh my God!
Did that count? That counts.
Oh, they're calling it.
Yes.
Damn. Man, I was just saying, like, Mac, you gotta take that win. Like, you didn't get sacked. Get rid of the ball. You're not Mahomes.
And the only reason I'm cheering is because I also have the Bills defense. And, you already told them what I had. So, yeah.
1,
2.
And
he's still
and
dragging
3. He's got a third foot.
He's got. Whoa, what's up?
A third foot. How?
How did you say that live?
Oh. Call him kickstand.
Call him kickstand.
Oh man, I would have liked to see Henry become a defender on that.
Who was it?
Their tight end.
Oh,
it's like once you had the the line of sight on the corner, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incomplete.
No way.
Yeah, right here, hit the ground.
Oh,
so they're calling it.
Yeah, wow. He got really lucky.
Yeah, no control over the football is the call here. And I don't know about you, but that kind of feels like a call that 5 years ago would have stood.
And that's the thing. I feel like it all changed when in that playoff with the wide receiver for the Cowboys. What was his name?
CD or no.
88
88 though. It was
Yeah,
number-
God, I forget his name
It
right
was
now.
Des
Bryant.
Bryant. Yeah.
So remember when they were playing the
Packers.
Packers and he caught the touchdown,
That's still
and for
bullshit.
some reason, yeah, it was still bullshit. That's really kind of when you had that shift, right?
Yeah.
Because you look at like the what was that Brady play against the Raiders?
Yeah.
The tuck rule.
Tuck rule.
You know, like you look at that Des Bryant playoff, and you're like, oh, that's when this was made.
Oh, great
perfect.
blocks.
Oh, he couldn't get him. Is that Stevenson? Yeah, it was.
No. Oh, it's Stevenson
He
on the
missed
block.
the block. Yeah, a little bit. I feel like he could have cut it a little bit more, but yeah.
He's been pretty solid. Like the play he threw the pick, you
Mhm.
saw him like really hit that linebacker.
Yeah.
Then he knocked him back, and then he came back and hit him again.
Mm-hmm.
He's been so you can have running backs that are good at running the ball, and then you usually bring in a third down back who's good at catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But very rarely do you have a running back that can do it all.
Yeah.
So a lot of the third down backs are the guy. Oh,
Mm.
damn, that was close. But look, I'm going to get back to that in a second. Let's see where he downs it on
wow.
the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5.
So anyway, it's just rare that you can have a 3-down back. Somebody, because usually your skinnier guys are like first and second.
Yep.
And then it's like, okay, we're going to throw the ball. We need someone
To really
to
block,
block a linebacker.
Yeah.
That's why we got rid of Philip Lindsay in Denver. It was like he was so skinny, and yeah, he was good, but I mean,
He's okay.
well, he's the only undrafted player to make the Pro Bowl as a rookie.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
But now he's out of the league, kind of, isn't he?
yeah. Well, he just he peaked in high school.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna be so good. Oh man.
Oh, God.
That's great. All right, so kind of fill me in on the first half. Obviously, the Bills and Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs have been killing it. Is there anything else really to kind of look at in this game so far in that first half?
Not really.
Nothing crazy. Wait, and Von Miller is out?
Von Miller's out. He's
Okay.
questionable next week
Okay.
against the Jets, I believe.
Okay.
So, we did talk about the race for the AFC East kind of
Yeah.
being really important.
Mhm.
This kind of I guess if you're a Dolphins fan, you're probably cheering for the Patriots, which you normally wouldn't.
Mhm.
But I believe they're both 8-3. So I think Miami has a tiebreaker because they have the head-to-head win over them.
That's true, but they still have to play one more time.
They do. So that's why you still, if you're a Dolphins fan, want the Bills to lose.
And was it? I forget. Miami beat them at Buffalo too, right?
You'd
think
have to
it
check. I think it was in Miami because I remember the heat being a factor.
Oh, that's right.
They were like cramping and stuff like
I
that.
gotta see when the next time they play.
I'm gonna say week 17 probably.
It's gonna be one
Or
of those
week 18.
games, yeah, for sure.
I just jumped to week 18. See, no, they played the Jets week 18. Week
Oh,
18 is
They play them in a couple weeks. They play the Dolphins again in a couple weeks.
really.
Yeah, the week 18 game is Patriots, so we're gonna see this one again, week 18. Before that, so basically the next set of games, their last 5 games: Jets, Dolphins, Bills, Bengals, Patriots.
Okay.
Other than I think other than the Bears, those 4 games are going to be really tough. Even the Jets, I would say, even still the Jets,
Really?
just because of that defense. But the Bears are going to be, I think, cake.
You're also on the Zach White, or is his name Zach?
I'm not necessarily on like
Mike White?
Mike White.
Yeah,
I'm not
you're on the
necess-
Mike White hype train.
I don't know if I would say hype train. I would just say he did really well against a really terrible, terrible Bears defense. I think he did exactly what he needed to do against that Bears defense. Oh, thank you so much.
So that's what
You're the
that's
best.
what I think too. How's the pulled pork coming?
I tried to pull it apart, but it didn't really work. So I think it still needs more time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is this Chick-fil-A sauce? Oh my god. You guys have it all.
There's Chick-fil-A sauce on there already, but I gave you some extra just in case.
I'm gonna lick this thing clean.
We have a whole bottle of it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Are you
So we can just
serious?
get you more. You don't
Yeah,
have
just
to.
get me the bottle.
We don't want to see that.
Yeah, we're sponsored specifically by Chick-fil-A sauce. And that's it.
Just like get like 10 lawsuits in the mail at once. We're like, it's like, dude, we got sued by our whiskey company just for having the bottle in the background. And we didn't even mention
They're all
it.
talking about that. Like, are you gonna send them a lawsuit as well? Oh, well, same envelope. Let's just send them the same envelope.
God, I really hate that the Patriots had to punt the ball so quick.
And
They
it
really.
was that I assume after that interception was on the third down, right? I didn't really get to check because
Yeah.
they ran that play and then immediately had a punt. So I didn't know if they went an extra down or something.
Yeah, which makes the interception not seem like as crucial, whether it was turned over or not.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the field position's the big difference here, but you start a play like that, now you're back to the 19-yard line. Oh, God.
What are we whispering?
Oh, come on,
Josh. What are you doing?
Oh,
There we
Dalvin
go.
Cook's brother. He takes it for a gain of 1. I've been doing that all.
Dalvin Cook's brother?
Yeah.
Why Dalvin Cook's brother?
Because James Cook's his brother.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Football family. There you go.
Yep. I was also talking about how good he was, Dalvin Cook, in college. He was just a monster at Florida State. So maybe if it runs in the family, they got a good one.
Yeah.
2nd and 7. Feels kind of important that they don't go on a drive here if you're a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
They got off to
there we go.
that 17 points. They got it pretty quick, and it was like, oh, it's about to get out of hand. And then they were about to get 24, and now it's really 17 points going into halfway mark in the third.
Yeah.
That's
God.
expected. You really just got to get the Patriots offense more involved. The defense failed early, but now they've really kind of stepped up to the plate.
And this is one of the things I think I said during our breakdown, right? Or predictions, right? Like this is exactly what I thought was going to happen. The Patriots offense is going to kind of like stall out a bit. And I mean, only 7 points. Was it a Mac Jones touchdown at least? Oh, wow.
Damn.
Nice.
Did you
Nice.
see their tight end was wide open on the flat too? They're going to call PI and it's going to be declined. So you predicted that the Patriots kind of stall out here.
Yeah. I think just on offense in general, really. Like it's Mac Jones, again, had a really good game last week. And I just, against a very, very good Bills defense, I just don't think he does anything.
Or against the Vikings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the penalty is declined. It's going to be a first down. Diggs caught, it? About a 10-yard pass.
Oh, wow.
Very accurate. I mean, and I've been giving the Patriots a lot of crap because it just seems like there's been easy separation the whole game. And that one was actually really tight coverage.
Yeah.
Just a good throw. All right, so.
Has he been sacked? Has Josh Allen been sacked?
He's been strip sacked. I don't think he's been regular sacked.
Just regular.
All right, Dalvin Cook's brother only gets 1 yard on that carry.
I like how you're just saying that.
But next week, Dalvin Cook's brother will be playing Dalvin Cook.
Wow.
So what a fun way. I'm just going to say that's why I've been doing that this whole time. It's because I knew that was going to happen.
Dalvin Cook versus Dalvin Cook's brother.
Stephon Diggs for. Oh, wait, no. They're just talking about the game that happened. They wouldn't play twice here. My bad. We don't do this professionally yet.
Yeah.
Honest mistake. They pulled it up. I got excited.
If you guys are watching along with us, definitely come in the comments. Well, yep. Throw something in the comments.
Please.
Another Stephon Diggs.
He's like practicing to be Chris Collinsworth. Did you see the Dickerson one?
No.
Oh, he's like in the handoff to Dickerson. He goes through the gaping hole and just Dickerson all up in your throat. That's literally what he said.
I love that.
And then
you know what I should have done when I got here?
What?
This is what I should have done. Right? Ready? And slide right in.
That's Chris Collinsworth.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's what I should have done. Slide all up in you. You know what I mean?
This was it.
All around our guy, how about if you get a little taste of Landon Dickerson coming right down your throat?
Oh, sooner or later they're gonna be quoting me like that. Like, what the fuck did he just say?
Come in the comments. Yeah, they're just gonna make a bunch of. It's so easy. I mean, honestly, because the terminology for just X-rated things have expanded.
It's so easy now.
Anything.
It's so easy. But what I wanted to say, join us watching the Bills Patriots and let us know what you hate, what you love in the comments. Do you love Josh Allen? Do you still think they're going to win? Do you think the Patriots have a chance? Do you think their offense is going to, I don't know, step it up or something? Let us know in the comments here.
I'll tell you what I think. I think if the
Please.
I think if the Patriots don't stop them on this drive, it's not looking good. Now,
There's about 3 minutes left in the third. They get into the fourth with 24-7. Yeah, you're right.
and did you see how fast the first half went? I mean, it went by pretty fast.
Not to be a dick.
No.
No. I realized how that sounded.
Did you get out of work and you're like, it's already halftime? That's what I mean, because it did go by really fast because they were going on 8-minute drives, and the first quarter ended in felt like 15 to 20 minutes.
Definitely a solid hour.
Well, that's the whole half. Because I know, because we were on the timer here at 1 hour when it went into the half.
Oh, yeah, that is really fast, actually.
Yeah. Well, I did start it 20 minutes late, but it was still 10 minutes faster than a normal game.
And they're not even really, are they running the ball a lot too?
Yeah, well, the Bills are.
Okay.
And that's the surprising thing that I think I didn't tell you yet, was that the Bills were getting 8 yards a carry for the whole first quarter. And it was just weird. I'm like, okay, so the Patriots, they're number 9. They're the 9th ranked defense stopping the run. And the Bills, whose Achilles heel has been running the football, is getting 8 yards a carry with Dalvin Cook's brother.
Which is insane.
Yeah, it was
Be right back.
He's got to get that Chick-fil-A sauce off his fingers. He didn't want to lick them off his fingers on camera. What a bummer. Let us know if tannins are bad for dogs in the comments. I think so. I didn't even know what that meant, and I look over and see the wine, and I'm like, you're terrible.
There's a veterinarian on the comments. Let us know.
We're only kidding, but for real, are tannins bad?
No, but answer the question, really.
All right, so I'm going to do the thing that I don't like doing because it never helps, but I'm going to check my fantasy team. I'm going to see how many
I should
points.
be doing well.
Yeah, you're doing great. You have already 20 points.
I think I have over 30.
No, I mean just Diggs. 18.3.
Oh my God, I'm 40.
And he had a 50-yard touchdown catch, but there was holding.
I
came back.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you would have 30 already.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was so mad. I was like, why is that so easy?
Yeah.
Because it just seemed like bad defense. I mean, the separation was 5 full yards.
Yeah.
And the ball was perfect.
I mean, the secondary for the Patriots is not great at all. It's really
but they're not a really bad defense either.
Well, I mean, I think they're just picked up by their front four. I feel like Judon for them, I think is their defensive end, if I'm not mistaken, or their tackle. Really makes this defense stand out because he's had a hell of a year for this defense.
I'm gonna see where their pass defense is ranked right now, just because number 1 is it's saying number 1's Dallas, number 5 is Indy, so it's switched after this year. It's Dallas, Philly, and Denver, and New England's number 9 as well.
Really?
Opponent's pass yard. So they're 9 in rushing, 9 in pass. So that's a solid overall defense. Okay. I mean,
I fucks with it.
It didn't feel like they're 9. I know what you mean. You don't really think of New England as a good cornerback team, really.
No, yeah.
Their last 3 games, they're giving up 129 a game. They did give up 300 yards last week, so maybe a trend on the horizon.
That was against the Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Justin Jefferson. I mean, you have Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Diggs and Jefferson. It's gonna kind of make the stats inflated a little when you play guys like that. Kind of like
I fully expect them to go lower in the teams now for passing defense overall. I mean, it depends what happens the rest of this week.
It's a huge third down. They're on the 18-yard line.
Minute and a half.
Here we go. He steps back.
Oh, God.
And he literally stuck that ball on Diggs' shoulder.
Yep. Stephon Diggs yep, that's me.
And Diggs
I am
has been
him.
super vocal.
Oh,
today.
he is. Yeah.
Diggs just, yep. It's
He's
literally a
they're
slam.
so good. They're so good.
It's just, the chemistry is so there.
Mhm.
And the awareness to just cut that slant right at the sticks,
Yeah.
right where that first down marker is.
Look, there's Judon right there. Yep.
Man, the New England's really got to get something going. They got to stop here and get a touchdown.
They're not.
All
I'm
right,
sorry,
there we
they're
go.
not.
Need a red zone stop here. I think they can get it. They can get a stop.
I think they should score before the half, or before the end of the third quarter.
They won't score before the end of the third quarter. I guarantee it.
$60. $10,000 right now.
I'm not that confident.
Oh wait, actually,
I should have shook on it. They won't even snap the ball.
snap it, snap it, snap it,
They're not even going to. They're like,
snap it, Josh,
damn,
snap it.
10 grand, just like that. Gone.
Gone. I don't even have 10 grand.
They're like, hey man, let's just start walking to the other side. We got a far walk because we're almost gonna score. It's gonna be a far walk.
I love it. I love it.
That's how you talk shit to the Patriots as you walk down. You're like, man, we got such a far walk.
Oh, it's because we're in the red zone on this. Oh, again. Yeah, again.
Credit the Patriots a little bit though, because they haven't scored any points in the whole third quarter. The Bills.
Oh, I think
The Bills.
The Patriots.
No.
You want to give them credit
Yeah.
for that?
I mean, 0 points in the third quarter against this Buffalo team. I'll give them some credit for that, but the defense keeping them in there just by a little bit.
Yeah.
If they kick a field goal, it's still a 2-possession game. But man, offensively, it is just there's been nothing really. And I said this, they needed it at the beginning of the third to just get back to running the football with Ramondre Stevenson, because when they do that, they're the best offense. They're their best offense when he's getting 90% of the load.
And correct me if I'm wrong, did the Patriots only have one offensive series in the third quarter?
I think they had 2
Okay. Because I was like, if they only had one, that's impressive
long drives
on the Bills defense and also on the it lacks in pressure. I'm not impressed with the offense for the Patriots if that were true with one offensive series. But if they had 2, okay, I get it. The Bills have just been driving.
And that's how the first half felt. Like this
because
third
this one went
quarter,
quick. This one went quick.
This third quarter was exactly like that is what happened in the first and second.
Gotcha.
So that's the theme. They were able to run the ball. They were running a little better in the first, but yeah, it has just been a bad day if you're a Patriots fan. And
sorry, Patriots fans.
Only has 7
they're
points.
coming back. Okay, they'll be down by 4.
Don't do this. You're like my wife with the Jets. You're like my wife with the Jets. I was so
right.
I was so like mad with the Bears when they played the Jets last week. I was and at one point it was like they were up 10-7. And I was like, got 'em. This is gonna be great. This game's actually gonna be close, this and that, right? They got absolutely destroyed. Absolutely destroyed.
31-14.
31-10. They never scored outside of the second quarter.
Trevor Siemian looked bad.
He looked good in that first drive and the second drive even.
I hate when that happens.
And then just fell off.
I hate when that happens because you're like, why didn't we just do that the whole game?
Yeah.
That's happened in Denver so many times. Like they went on an opening drive touchdown. The not last week, but the one before that, and it was like, here we go, and they just switched their play caller, so it was like, all right, this is what we're back, and then they didn't score again. Yeah,
is that who else is that? I think
that's the guy that owns Rockefeller Records.
The Rock.
Here we go.
Throw up the Rock.
You can't put gang symbols up there.
Here we go. Touchdown. Josh
He's
Allen.
rolling out. He's going to run this. He's going to run it.
He took a hit there. He took a good hit there, Josh Allen. Wow. Oh, man. Look at what happened. Because it was 2 guys, actually, I think, that got him there.
Yeah. I mean, you have to punish him for
for trying to do that. I agree.
no, because you're supposed to slide. Like if you want to play big boy football
Ooh.
with these guys, they're gonna hit you.
Dude,
And if you do that, in the first quarter, maybe he slides next time. Probably not Josh Allen though.
That was a solid hit by McCourty.
It's like a lot of these quarterbacks, they kind of they feel like if they get hit too hard, it'll be penalized.
Yeah.
So they have this confidence when they run.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they're also like, you probably think I'm going to slide, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Because as a defender, you're like,
he should have dove. You think he would have gotten it if he dove?
I think he would have got hurt.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or fumbled.
He's like, I'm a pretty big guy. I think I could take the hit.
Because it might have been a fumble too. Because if he like fully,
good point. Yeah.
Because you can't really dive while tucking. It's weird, You
can do anything if you believe.
Russell Wilson.
Touchdown. This is gonna be tough to come back from for the Patriots. Yeah, you hear him? Yeah.
Man, this is just not what was expected. I mean, even nobody really thought Buffalo was just going to dominate this game. Patriots looked pretty decent last week. And Buffalo's defense hasn't been that. I mean, they've been really good, but in the last couple of games, they've given up a lot of points.
Yeah.
How much did they? I think they gave up 31 to the Detroit. 31-34 maybe it was
no. And for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
28-25.
Oh, 28.
25. Yeah.
25. It felt like a lot of yards then. Because it did seem like Detroit was.
I think so. I'm gonna actually.
Felt like a shootout.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find that.
So 24-7. So I guess you would try to get a touchdown as fast as you can to get it back to a 10-point game, and then rely on your defense to get a quick stop. If you can do that, everything's back in front of you. But if you don't get a touchdown on this drive and a 3-and-out, it kind of feels like there's no
hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Total yards, the Lions gained 326 total yards.
For the Lions?
Yep. That's a lot.
Yeah.
For a Bills defense.
Yeah.
You know? That is a lot.
And it's I mentioned Seattle giving up almost 50 points to the Lions, and
oh, that's right.
It's there is like maybe a line in the sand that you could defend that the Lions offense is just really good, and it's not that they're playing bad defenses. It's just nobody thought Jared Goff was like this guy that's gonna let it rip, but since they've gotten pretty good.
I feel like with the way Jared Goff's playing these last couple seasons in Detroit, I feel like he's played a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in LA, there was a lot of pressure to perform amazingly under Sean McVay. The expectations were Super Bowl ever since Sean McVay got there.
Yeah.
Like that, those were the expectations. And, he won one with Stafford. But I feel like Goff has become a bit more relaxed player. I mean, you can't forget
he went
that
to a Super Bowl too.
He did, and you can't forget that game against Kansas City, which is probably one of the greatest regular season games. What was it, like
shootout.
50 plus?
49 to like 52
yeah.
or something.
The over, whatever the over was in that game, it hit.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't 100.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't 100.
Well,
but
I think it's two things. I think it's going from, like you said, a Super Bowl expectations to a city that's not used to getting more than 3 wins a season.
Yeah.
So now no one expects anything. You can be more loose. And then you have a head coach who says we don't need a star quarterback to win a Super Bowl. That is not even a part of our formula. We can do what we're planning to do with Jared Goff. That's like really the two things I think that just gave him the freedom to just let it rip. Totally.
And it's worked. I mean, their defense needs a lot of work, but
do you even think that if there's a quarterback on the board that they draft one, or do you think they just keep adding defensive pieces? And
so that, man, and that's a good question, just because I feel like the idea moving forward when they traded Stafford and got Goff was, he's gonna kind of keep us above water. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be the guy to just. Yeah, we're doing okay with him, and then we'll draft a quarterback when we're in that spot, right? But I don't know now. I mean, if they started the season off really hot on offense. If they just add pieces
On the offensive side, you think?
on the defensive
On
side,
the defense
they
side.
definitely need to add pieces
Their
on the
defense
defensive
seems
side.
like
Yeah, Aiden
most-
Hutchinson. Don't get me wrong; he's a star player in the making.
they got another guy in that defensive line that's a star that's new too.
Oh, really?
I would say the D line, you could maybe get a piece from free agency, but maybe get like the best cornerback on the board.
Yes, they definitely need secondary help.
They need a Pat Surtain or a Gardner or a
Yeah.
who's the other guy in what's it, Houston?
Diggs
Um,
for the Bills, or not for the
no.
Bills for
he's the rookie out of Houston this year.
I know
I
who
think
you're
it starts
talking
with
about.
an S.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
like
remember right now.
get a guy like that
Mhm.
to just lock down opponent's number one wide receiver. And Mac looks like he's gonna launch one. Oh,
wide open. He had him wide open.
oh! It looked like he wasn't able to get that throw out.
No.
Yeah, he wasn't very comfortable in the pocket, and he
Is that
got.
Parker?
I think so. I think it was 16.
Yeah, it was 16, but
It looks like he might have gotten
oh,
hit
right
after
there.
the
Throw
throw.
it right there. He would have.
Yeah, he's looking for. See, if that's Tom Brady, that's roughing the passer all day. And I'm not saying I'm for
or
it.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
Or Mahomes. 100%.
If he would have even probably put his hands up after hitting the ground, he would have got it. And Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Man.
This defense is just – it's too good, man. It's too good for this offense. Even Bill Belichick cannot
They're booing
play
that.
around. Yeah, they are.
They're booing that. And it's not a bad call, but you gotta make your block. Like a screen is not good
Mm-hmm.
if the line's not picking up the blocks. Like, look at this. 71. That was your man. 71 was supposed to go up and block that guy, and he totally whiffed.
Yeah.
He makes that block. That play goes for at least 10 yards, and no one's booing. It's not the play call. It's execution. And there's been a lot of that.
On the Patriots side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something I would boo, right? You're at 3rd and 15, and you're going to throw a swing pass.
Oh, yeah. There go the boos. Matt Patricia. Yeah, Matt Patricia's terrible, man. I don't care if he's a coordinator, if he's a head coach. I think he's just all around bad.
Yeah. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, like
And
that's bad.
that's not even a good play call.
No.
Everybody running the route looks so lackluster, just like, okay, this is my route. But no one like felt like there was expecting to get the ball. Like there was not. I want to see a double move.
Yeah. Even take a shot. You're down, what, 17 points right now? Like,
Yeah.
take a shot, man. You're not getting the boos at that point, which I would assume affect the team. I don't
Yeah.
know. What do you think? Like, are boos by the entire crowd in the middle of a game? That has to affect you, like as a player.
I think I'm not sure if it affects the way that you play.
See, she thinks yes.
I don't I don't think it affects the way that they play. They're professionals.
Yeah.
Like they made it to this point because they give maximum effort, and I don't really buy the whole like, oh, once they get paid, they don't care anymore.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't agree with that either.
But I do think that it bothers them in a psychological way. Like once they're in the locker room and stuff, like maybe they have some resentment towards the fans. Like, yeah, I hope that we've been booing so much this year.
Yeah.
In Denver, and I've seen the players in the locker room talk about it. And
You know who wasn't affected by the boos?
You,
Mr. Unlimited, baby. Mr. Unlimited.
You got to say it like him if you're gonna do it, Mr. Unlimited.
He stands in the middle of the field like this. He's like,
Russell, what's your inspiration? Unlimited.
I will say, I feel like this year the boos to the teams have been way more than like the last years.
oh yeah,
Like multiple.
We've never had booing.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never really seen it, but like it's multiple arenas lately.
Yeah.
That have been booing their own teams,
Mm-hmm.
which is blowing my mind.
It's like, I like that you say that because the season has been so insane.
Very
We're-
erratic.
Yeah, super erratic. Where like you have the Bills, right, losing games that they shouldn't lose, and of course, I don't know if Bills fans have booed. Really, I don't know. I don't really remember that, but I mean, like, that's probably why. Just stuff like that happens, and it's just like insane, you know?
Well, there's different kind of boos. There's booing a call on the field.
Yeah.
There's booing a play decision, and then there's the
That's been booed a lot, I think.
yeah. And that's what I was gonna say. And then there's booing an entire team.
I've seen a lot
And
of
that's
those.
what's happened in Denver. They weren't just booing the play call; they're booing the effort that is being displayed.
Yeah.
And they're leaving games going into overtime.
And I think the effort too is like from the coordinators too.
Yeah.
Like you said, like who only Matt Patricia would want to do a swing pass there, and nobody like you said, take or I said take a shot. You said I want to see a double move. I want to see some aggressive play calling, and that's what you get from Matt Patricia, man. It's bad. And I know Lions fans hate him too, so
Yeah.
right there with you.
I mean, gosh, there is another 7-yard run.
Yeah.
Just like that. And if you're just to like dumb this down, even if you were at home playing Madden and it was 3rd and 15 and the score is 24-7, you wouldn't run, a 2-yard out.
No.
You would be looking for people down the field. Like I don't know what's so complicated about that. And even if it doesn't work out, whether you miss 100% of the shots you don't take or whatever,
Yep.
like there's no scenario where that throw makes any sense to me. And I don't know what goes in the decision making. Like there's no way that you thought he was going to make a move and run for 13 yards when he was, that close to the out of bounds mark. So
Yeah.
it's just a terrible play call. It almost feels like conceding, and that is what.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think that's where a lot of the boos come from for the coordinators, because you're like, as a fan, you're like, okay, so I guess we're just giving up and losing then. That's the result that we have come to terms with.
Exactly.
And it's really annoying. Like, you guys are a professional NFL team. Let's play call like a professional NFL team.
Ken Dorsey's his goal here is to go on a 9-minute drive.
There's another point for me.
It's another 2 points.
True. Yardage, yep. Oh, and Josh Allen.
You're up to 21 points.
Yes,
Get off of me.
Get the fuck off me. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
I wish you guys would have just noticed that African-American guy.
Yeah.
Because in the play calling box, he looked at
the camera?
He looked at the camera like he was drinking.
He's like, do you remember I don't know if you saw this too, but at one point, like, there's a play call, and I forgot which coach it was, coordinator, but he was like slamming the computer.
That was
I think
Ken
it was
Dorsey.
It was Dorsey,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. That was hilarious, and they like blocked the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
He was like,
oh, and then the guy blocked.
that was
the camera.
against the Dolphins game.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yep.
That was the Dolphins game.
That was a Dolphins game.
You guys need something you can ask me.
No, I'll ask Kyle to get it.
That's what I'm literally here for. It's my job.
PR team.
Thanks to our PR team.
Poor Brown, beautiful PR.
PR team, Brash and Beautiful.
That's happening.
See? We're making moves. We're making moves. We're like making moves.
Who's not making moves? The Patriots. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
What are you
he stayed
doing?
up. You gotta finish that tackle. You gotta finish that.
Why
tackle.
did he let him go?
What a.
It's like,
He totally lost balance of himself.
Oh yeah. Questenberry.
I'm gonna come
What a
Quittenberry.
name. Quittenberry. What a name.
Let's see, who is it? 95. No, I think he swung him.
He tripped a little bit. Oh, you're talking about the Patriots defender, yeah.
It's like he swung him thinking he was just gonna body slam
Yeah.
him like WWF, and the
Yeah.
running back's like, "Hey, dude, I'm 215 pounds. I'm gonna
Pure man.
I'm gonna go run that way now."
See ya.
That
Here we
just
go.
goes
Here we
back.
go. Here we go.
That just goes
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
good stop.
Good open
stop.
field tackle.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're Buffalo, you just don't even think about it. Send out the punting unit.
yeah.
Offense has absolutely nothing going
I
for
like,
them.
and I like that play by the Patriots defender because he didn't commit too early.
Yeah,
Didn't commit too early, like you said. Good open field tackle. He kind of waited a bit, seeing where he was going,
yeah.
and then went in.
Just knowing, where he can't get to.
Yeah.
Having that awareness. 4th and 3. Where are they at right now? They're about to
They're
flip the field.
25, 30? Oh, okay, 40. Close to the 40.
Yeah. See, they could flip the field here. This ball could go out of bounds at the 10-yard line. That's just a bad
Oh,
spot.
20-yard line.
Call it the 20-yard line. Dude, I should have become a punter.
Woohoo!
21-yard line.
Should've bet on that.
Felt like he could have
A live
hit
bet.
it harder, but he
Live-
didn't want to bounce it
Yeah,
into the end
yeah.
zone.
I should have been a punter, dude.
We all should have been
We
a
all
punter.
should have been a punter. Good save. Good save on the lighting. PR team. Fresh and beautiful. Find them on Instagram. PR team. But
Do you
Like-
really want to be a punter or a kicker? Because they're different.
no, because there's so much pressure on kickers. On
Oh,
those like last minute field goals, game winning field goals,
Yeah.
Super Bowl
punter
game
is the
winning
way to
field goals.
go.
Punter is definitely the way. That or a long snapper. Because now
No, 'cause
you
then
can't
gotta
get hit.
block.
No, but now you can't get hit as soon as you snap it. I don't know what game that was where. Oh man, what was the game? Oh, the Titans and Bengals game.
They can't bull rush anymore.
They can't bull rush, and that's what happened in the Titans and Bengals game because the Bengals were going to hit a field goal. Tennessee and Tannehill were going to get the ball with about a minute 20 left. They were going to
Sunday?
yes,
last week?
either Sunday night football or was the Bengals and Tennessee.
No, that was a regular game
Okay,
because the
yeah. Oh,
Packers,
you're right.
Eagles played Sunday night.
So, but they got the Tennessee defense, special teams defense, got a penalty because as soon as the long snapper snapped it, they bull rushed them. So they gave the Bengals a fresh set of downs, and they were able to run out the clock and win the game.
Wow.
Yes, yep. Like that's the thing, and that's why it'd be a long snapper
snapper.
or a punter.
I don't know how I feel about that rule. Like, it is already hard enough to block a punt when you can't jump over people. That's field goals more, but
Yeah,
you did. I say let him jump. Let him jump and hit the snapper.
I wonder why they.
That's going to be a full movement. Let him jump.
Yeah. Well, remember Palomalu? Palomalu would do that a lot. He would
Yeah.
jump. But I don't know when they changed that rule, and I feel like it's been around for a while.
Yeah,
But I don't know what
think
led to
they
that change. You know?
it in like 2016-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember we had a game, I think it was in 2016, where Justin Simmons blocked. He was a rookie, and he blocked a field goal. The Saints were up by 6, and they were kicking a field goal to go up by 9 with like 15 seconds in the game or something. Justin Simmons blocks it, jumping like that,
Yeah.
and then takes the ball and runs into the end zone with no time
Oh
left.
my God.
And then we win by a point.
Money.
So it has to be somewhat new. It's 34 degrees. Feels like 27. I wonder what it is here. I was talking about how different
20? It's in the really? Jesus, dude.
34 with the sun out.
Oh my God, it is cold outside.
Yeah, I was talking about how different it is when I was telling them, I was like, Rick's gonna be right over. I was like, it's so different in the West.
Yeah,
I was like, I mean, it's 4:30 and the pregame stuff. So
I know.
it's
I
like-
love it. I love it so much. That's why I think the West Coast is honestly the best coast because everything like starts and ends earlier. It really does, and it's just great
I
because
love that.
yeah, I'll wake up at like 8:45 on Sundays, get my coffee ready, get my
The
breakfast
games are
ready,
on.
and an hour later, I'm like, all right, let's watch some football. Let's go.
Yeah, it does feel like you're waiting for such a long time in
Yes.
Florida. 'Cause it's just like, man, when
1
is 1
p.m.
o'clock gonna come?
Yeah.
But-
Honestly, wretched football, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
never gets to happen on
Yes.
the East Coast.
Never,
No.
unless you wake up super late.
Unless you wake up and you're like, we gotta go to brunch.
Yeah. It wasn't a problem for me when I worked till 5 a.m. I woke up and it was like my 6 a.m.
Oh.
He had a man.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like put Zappy in.
You think so?
In.
You need that
Why
spark.
not?
I think you need that spark. Oh. I don't think he wants to put Zappy in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he likes
Hayes is
Zappy.
not for Zappy. You want to make Patriots fans happy? Put in Zappy.
Hey, Zappy hour.
3rd and 7. I wonder if they're just going to run another screen.
No, it's going to be another swing pass.
Out route, just
Yeah.
2-yard out.
To the tight end.
Hey, man, make sure you don't get past the sticks here. We're trying to end this one. 1 second left.
We're
Jeez.
trying to go home early.
Barely get the snap off.
Yep, running back dump
There it
off.
is.
Yep.
Ramondre knows where that line is.
Oh, wow. He made it happen.
Yeah.
I like that.
I said my second half adjustment was to get Ramondre Stevenson involved and start running the football. It was a 10-point game. So, man, I think you got to be in your 2-minute offense.
100%. I
Right,
think
yeah.
so too. You're down 3 scores. Because even if you go for 2 and you get them both times, you're
Here
still
we
down
go.
1.
Do something. There you go. Do something.
Wow.
Damn it! Catch the ball.
Wow.
He's gonna put maximum effort out there, and I appreciate that. as a football fan.
You got to appreciate that from Mac. But, man,
Catch the
he
ball.
had a lot of time. I mean, he's running around, sure. Was he? Man, I don't know. That was bad. But like you said, you got to appreciate the effort.
Didn't he hit
ran
the
like
guy in
40
the
yards
hands?
there. He ran like 40 yards there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it hit him in the hands or if it was a short pass.
I don't even like the way the receivers are walking up to the line. It
Feels like they've given up.
yeah. Let's go. There you go. Get Ramondre the ball. That's your guy.
He's the only one who gives a shit right now.
Yeah.
It seemed like.
Come on. Get up. Get going. Get going. I feel like, and if you're the quarterback right now, it's your job to get the
Hype 'em
sense
up.
of urgency on that
Yeah.
offensive line. You got to be doing some of these.
Yeah, you're the
Doing some
tone
of
setter.
these.
You're the tone
Yeah.
setter, 100%.
Here we go. Stevenson. Oh, I thought there.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, the safety was right there. From that angle, I thought if he breaks that, he could run farther. But there's a guy right there too.
Yeah.
There you go. Visor.
Omaha.
That's a screen. That's a screen. That's a
No, it's Omaha.
no. That's a common audible visor.
No,
Visor.
that's Omaha.
Here it is. Look. Here it goes. There it is. Bam.
Omaha. Let's go.
And look at that. I said the whole first half, I was like, they watched film, and it's almost as if the Bills were like, hey, we're going to stop the run,
Yeah.
and we're going to stop the halfback
Mhm.
from getting open, because that's all they did against the Vikings. But now you have
Wow, that
Buffalo
defense.
playing a deeper defense now,
Mhm.
in that Stevenson
That opens
stuff
up
is back
Stevenson.
open, and that's what they do best. Mac Jones is just always looking for Ramondre. There
he
it is
goes.
again.
Oh,
Did he catch it? Oh, no, he dropped it. Oh, 2nd and 6. 4.5 left. I mean, it feels done. Because this defense has been, the last drive for the Bills, that's when the Pats defense kind of, actually made a stop. But other than that, I feel like they've been struggling all game.
I want to see a touchdown and a stop and one more touchdown. I don't care if they lose, but I want to see them come close, make an effort.
Yeah.
And Buffalo's going to call timeout, which I guess the Patriots honestly probably appreciate Ramondre the most. Probably tired. Let's see how many fantasy points he just got me, though.
I got to see who the fantasy points for me, too.
Where is my phone? I literally haven't
Did
moved.
you go you went to the bathroom, didn't you?
No, I haven't moved.
Ring, ring, ring.
Guys, let me know in the chat where my phone is. It's right here. How did it get over there?
you put things in the most random places.
I showed the camera the Christmas tree.
Oh,
And
did you?
I was
Yeah.
like, guys, look at my Christmas tree.
You said that like you
Where's Mariah Carey at? We better start fucking singing.
Man.
Dude, do you remember Pee Wee football?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love
I was
Pee
a
Wee
running
football.
back.
Were you? I was
Yeah.
a wide receiver.
I was
I
a running
almost
back
caught a
number
ball.
80.
I almost caught a ball.
Really?
Yeah, it was great.
Did you actually, not catch one?
It was on a tip, so I almost caught it.
Oh, nice.
So I was running basically a seam route, and the play was not to me. It was to the.
I missed the days we were in Pop Warner.
It was to the. Damn, where's the goddamn?
the chin
Hopefully
strap.
my head's
Dude, I don't
not-
even have one. These-
Yeah, Dude, this is how we should be doing live streams from now on.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's
Visor,
go.
visor, visor.
Omaha. Everyone in the watching right now is like, yeah, they need helmets. Those morons need helmets at all times.
I'm gonna come up to you and you're gonna like squirt the water bottle.
Yeah.
It's like a whiskey and coke.
This is what we should do. Have our PR team come with like squeezable bottles.
Come run up this.
Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Tap it. She'll come up and just miss you completely. Oh my god, that's great. Yeah, that would be great. Oh man, this is great. This does remind me of
Pee Wee football.
Yeah. A Jack and Coke cup. You're just gonna you're pouring it.
It's like going in your eye, but you don't even complain about it. It's like somehow they're okay with it.
Shit, it burns, but I love it. Oh man, no, oh man, dude, I can't. Just football.
Yeah.
Playing football was so much fun.
Wow, it's hitting me too.
Yeah.
Just being in a helmet.
Oh god, I can't do it.
Obviously, our helmets were way different.
Yeah, they actually could, protect my head a little bit.
This is the kind of helmet though I got on my 5th birthday. To this day, it was like one of the best days of my life.
I remember wearing a helmet like this to the Bears Super Bowl, like watching it at one of our friends' house, and putting on this helmet, thinking like, "Oh, we're about to win the Super Bowl." Oh, we got out of that.
Damn it!
Oh, he missed by a yard.
Oh.
Why did you go down early?
Oh no.
Is he hurt?
Dude, you see this
He's
all
limping.
the time. Quarterbacks that don't know how to slide do that. I've seen it so many times. They
It's
do
almost
the awkward slide where they jam their knee into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's so cool about the football player, the quarterbacks that played baseball, is they
know
got it
exactly.
down. They slide and bounce right up.
There we go. There we go.
Let's go.
Good pass.
Let's go.
Finally, he's doing something here.
And I like that they got all 3 timeouts. Dude, you got to run back to the line. You got Stevenson.
Yeah.
Visor.
Omaha. Omaha.
I want to see some urgency here. Don't be surprised if this is going to Ramondre in 2 seconds after snap the ball. 1, 2.
Mississippi.
There he is.
Yep.
Oh,
no, you idiot.
There's a flag on the play.
Oh my. Don't break the door or the table. We don't have enough money to afford it.
Oh my god.
Give me a tablet I can throw.
Hey, settle down, Tom Brady. Settle down.
I'm going to look at the play and just be like,
Oh, god damn it.
Can't do a book. You want the TV.
Yeah. Falls off the stand. Shit.
He normally would catch those, but it looks like he just threw it a little bit outside. It was
Yeah,
holding anyway.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Wouldn't have counted.
That would have sucked.
There he is.
They would have scored.
Come on.
There you go. There you
Come
go.
on. Oh my
Oh!
God.
Gosh.
That was close.
I like the throw.
Yeah, that was a good throw.
Except for if you had 3 men on it.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
a good throw. It was a good throw. He put it in a spot.
And
make
Parker's a 50-50 guy. So that is, 100% good throw. Aggressive throw. I like it. I like the play calling on that one.
Yeah, you're down 17.
As a former
3 minutes left.
As
You
a
have to be
former
aggressive.
Pee Wee football player, I like that. It shows a lot.
Junior
Oh,
Pee Wee.
God.
Don't lie.
I'm so bad.
Come on.
That's a
Man,
I mean, I don't know.
you're supposed to be in a 2-minute offense, and this drive's taking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. Like I said it on the show in the beginning, this is not a team that can get into this. They can't afford to get down because this is what even their good drives look like. They take time, and it's 7 yards at a time.
There you go. Oh, he dropped it. Oh, but he's gonna get hit with the flag there.
It looks
defenseless receiver or
defenseless
pass interference?
receiver. Defenseless. I got my money on defenseless receiver.
10 grand.
No, last time. Why is it always 10 grand? Why can't it be like a coconut water?
Because those are free.
It looks like he had it, and then that's
helmet to helmet.
Yeah, they're gonna call Targeting?
Unsportsmanlike.
Is that targeting?
Actually, I think he hit him with a shoulder
Yeah, I was
pad.
just about to say that.
I think he
It's
hit him
like
with a
totally
shoulder pad.
right.
Yeah, that's a shoulder pad, but I think maybe the defenseless receiver. Let's see. Here's the call. Unnecessary roughness. You would have won 10
Now,
grand.
here's a really good question. All right.
Now here's a guy.
What do you think? Now, we know unnecessary roughness is if that's any other place, 15
Mhm.
yards, automatic first down. But
Yep.
in this case, he's in the end zone. He has the ball.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get targeted,
Mhm.
he most likely comes down with that.
Yeah.
Do you think that targeting penalties in the end zone that result in the incomplete pass should be the touchdown should count?
Yes, I do. That's how soccer works.
That's how soccer works. Football. No.
What?
No. I
Because
don't
then
think it should
it's
be.
like you're like, I might as well target because it's
Yeah.
better than giving up a touchdown.
It is.
And
it is.
anytime there's an incentive,
Yeah.
anytime there's an incentive
To
to target,
hit, absolutely.
I feel like
Exactly.
that should be eliminated.
I don't know.
I mean,
like
if
it.
you're
I like
if you
it.
care about player
Because-
safety, if you
no,
don't,
I
then
don't
whatever.
care about player safety. No, I'm just kidding. Well, here's the thing, because like let's say, oh my god, it fits. The chin strap fits. I just like, because if you catch it in the end zone and you're midair and they push you out of bounds, it doesn't count, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't like that rule. I kind of don't like that rule, because I feel like if
'Cause
you
they would've
catch
got their
it, you
feet
would have
down.
come down, right? Like I don't know. That's just me.
I don't mind that rule though,
Yeah.
because that just is part of the effort. Like you can't jump super high on the sideline. You have to stay low to the ground.
Yeah.
It's like part of the strategy. But I don't like that there's an incentive to target in the end zone, because a 15-yard penalty is better than giving up a touchdown.
Mhm.
I think you got to get.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's rough. Oh, will he get flagged for that? No, he won't.
Dude,
That's insane.
how far did he just run? 15 yards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 15 yards.
All the way back. 16 yards.
Is that Matt Patricia?
Oh,
no, it's
and
not.
the fans are starting to leave. They're like,
Yeah.
dude, it's Thursday night. I work tomorrow. It's the East Coast.
And they're
it's
on the
almost
East Coast.
midnight.
They're on the East Coast. Yeah.
There's nothing worse than staying up late for a game that just did not go your way.
You know, this could be a throw to the touchdown. Okay, or you could get sacked again. Oh, he's out of it.
Did he lose his shoe? He
Throw
lost
it
his
up.
shoe.
Throw it.
Dude, why aren't you throwing it already?
Wow, dude.
Wow,
He's
how
going
did-
far.
This is going to be on the highlight film.
Who did
Oh, come on. Parker can't get it back in bounds and catch that
Well,
ball
you need
either.
the field goal. You might as well kick it.
Yeah, yeah. And they're down to 2 minutes. 2-minute warning.
So if they can kick a field goal.
Kyle's really trying to find any way to make this work right now.
They kick a field
He
goal.
sounds like me whenever the Bears are down by like 15 points. I'm like, all right, but if they get the 2-point conversion, it's so bad.
Well, if they're bringing out the field goal kicker.
Ugh, my head's way too big for this.
I came off the field. I was the quarterback. I just came off the field.
Oh, and I'm the kicker. Hold on, let me. All right, let's go. I'm going in. I like this.
You
though.
got to
I
stand
think-
really proper. And
I got yeah. You got to take 3 steps back, 2 to the side, and then just come in for the kick. Oh, I like this. Though. I wonder how much we should do this. That's what we should do. We should wear the helmets at all
only
times
when
during shoot.
our team's on offense.
Yes. Yes. Huh?
We have Gatorade squirt bottles upstairs.
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
That is our next move. We're gonna have Gatorade spray bottles.
Yep.
It's going to be like a game.
We're
But
just gonna
no.
run in camera every once in a while and just like
We have
Take the
those.
laptop in the front yard and throw a ball really quick.
and it's good. And just me being like this but never kicking it.
I'm putting eye black on next episode, next live stream.
Ooh, I think we should buy some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have some.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the one where it's like across the face and it looks like war paint. Or something.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna go. I'm gonna
full
standard.
murderer.
I'm gonna do the standard Tom Brady eye black.
Boo.
I like that.
Boo.
One. I like
said.
that.
Boo.
One.
You know who else says that?
Tom Brady.
Mr. Unlimited. Does he? I don't know, actually.
I
have
don't
no
think
idea.
he.
I think he does. Yeah. I think he does.
There's ghosts in here.
I don't think
I
so.
believe it.
The dog just barked at nothing and then rolled over at something touching its belly and started moving.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of weird.
It's the hair thing.
No, it's the
was
ghost
that
of
way.
it's the ghost of football past. It's the ghost of Bart Starr. He got mad that I called him out yesterday.
Always here, guys.
No, he was super weird yesterday though, because we were playing fetch with his bone, and I threw it towards the fireplace, and like he wouldn't go get it.
Yeah, he just stood up and looked at something and started barking. And then, like, kept moving his head closer. And then
That's
he
so
got
weird.
closer to him and he started doing this. Then he rolled over and went, I was like,
You're like, what the fuck's going on?
I don't trust it. He's just maybe a dumb puppy. He
He
doesn't understand wind.
He's like, oh shit.
What is that?
Yeah.
That's called a breeze.
He's like,
there better be no
breeze.
breeze on this kick. Because,
Oh, there we go.
oh, perfect.
He had one just like that earlier. It was 48 yards,
Missed
and it was perfect. And he hit the crossbar.
Oh,
It was like not far enough. I was like, how in the world
yeah, a 48-yarder.
can it not be far enough? I mean, there's just like no excuse for that.
Here, do this.
Command V.
Sorry. Hide it.
Edit.
Yeah. I'm getting Kyle into Twitter. Now I'm getting him to be able to do this. I love it. Hey!
The Bills have 24.
Oh shit! Shut up, Kyle. Don't correct me, Kyle.
So you got to go onside, right? I mean, you're down.
Oh, 100% you go onside. And if you don't, if you don't, you're Matt Patricia. That's the problem.
Did you know Matt Nagy is the reason Patrick Mahomes got drafted to the Chiefs?
I do. Yeah,
How?
I heard that story too.
When?
Probably like a month or so ago.
Just came out.
No,
What story? I'm testing you. What story?
that did not just come out. There's no way that just came out.
Yeah.
The story, Rick.
I don't know the story, but I swear I heard it. I heard it
You heard it
on
like-
a podcast.
It was on a podcast.
It was, but not recently. Like how recently?
Oh,
did
I
it?
guess it wasn't that recent. maybe. I thought it was.
You know what I must have heard? I must have heard that. No.
You might
Matt
have.
Nagy did. Matt Nagy did want to draft him.
Let me see.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, he gave him the playbook.
yeah.
He gave him the playbook.
So apparently they had a meeting with Andy Reid,
okay.
and Matt Nagy. Mahomes hadn't even met Reid at the time, and there was like a test, a study kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
and Matt Nagy gave him the playbook the night before,
Uh-huh.
but didn't tell Andy Reid. And then he said he stayed up all night studying the playbook.
No way.
And then he went in, and he did a great job on the interview, and he told the Chiefs, hey, just so you know, like if you let me go past 12, I'm going to be drafted because I already got like confirmations from other teams.
Really?
So they took him.
So I heard that he was like, maybe I heard that he was instrumental in getting Holmes, but I didn't hear that story. What I heard was that he was one of the biggest reasons that Mahomes got.
Oh yeah, after that
Got
story, it's literally Mahomes said it on Travis Kelce's podcast,
Oh, okay.
and that
okay.
just happened because I think
Okay.
they did it yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. So I heard. I must have just heard that Matt Nagy was like played a big role in drafting him.
They have 3 timeouts, so I don't know why they're in.
They're really not going to call 3 timeouts. Wow.
One touchdown, guys.
Wow. I mean, still though, why not try to go for it? You know,
What?
that's insane. He's not going to take
He's
the time
had
out.
enough.
Wow.
I'm losing a lot of respect right now on this live podcast for one of the most respected coaches in the NFL.
That is not That's not Bill Belichick. That's not the Belichick I know, man. That is not.
Bill Belichick just said
You got
no.
3
Yeah,
timeouts.
he just said, no, I'm not going to call
They got
timeouts.
3 timeouts and they won't call one. They're needing it with 1 minute and 58 seconds and they won't call timeout. Belichick
Wow.
is just.
Wow.
I feel like he's letting his emotions get to the best of him. Like, there's no way on hell I would ever in a million
No.
years do that as
No.
a coach.
No, never.
So now it's a trick, maybe timeout, because now you got him snapping it with 9 seconds in the play clock.
No. He's calling it.
That is fucking. Sorry, that just I don't understand that, man.
That's bad.
That's
That's-
what message is that to your team?
Yeah. I think.
What if he called it right now to be a dick?
You
know.
Hey, can I call something?
Goes up to the
Yeah. So, is it? Oh, he's just showing them the sign as they're walking out. That's Bill's fandom right there. Do you think it's more of a message to the actual team though? It's like, hey, you guys suck so much this game that I'm not even going to give you guys the opportunity to come back on the field on the offense. I think that's a message to Mac Jones and the offense, 100%.
I also think that it doesn't give your players like enough credibility to like feel confident in themselves for future
Exactly.
games. So I don't think that was the right way to go.
That is,
No,
yeah. I mean, dude,
You
it's the
can look at it
NFL.
both ways. You can
Anything
look at it
can
both
happen.
ways. Yeah.
I mean, you call your 3 timeouts, they
Mhm.
got to punt it with 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you just make one big play, and now it's a 7-point game with 1 minute left, and you kick an onside. I mean,
That's
it's not
just
not
insane, man.
probable, but
Yeah.
it's the NFL. Like, remember the Jets game when they were down 14 points or something with like 1 minute left, and they scored a touchdown, kicked an onside, recovered it, scored another touchdown.
Was that last season?
That
or
was this season.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking, and obviously it's different as well, right? Like when the Patriots scored that punt return touchdown to win the game. Remember when that happened? They won 13-3 or something
Yeah.
like that, or 10-3. It's like stuff like that happens all the time, like you said.
This is the 1 minute and 30 seconds, and it was 17-30. A minute and a half left.
Oh, this is when Joe Flacco was still quarterbacking, huh?
So they get the touchdown with 1:22, and then the Jets go onside kick here,
The Browns, oh god,
and the Jets
they recovered it.
they
yeah.
get the onside, and then they go on a drive, 20 seconds left, touchdown.
Wow, I completely forgot about that game.
Yeah. So I mean,
That's insane.
you're Bill Belichick. You've seen enough football to know that you can
Yeah,
do that.
you
That
can
can
absolutely
happen.
do that.
But
I think Bill is like one of those guys where it's like if you didn't perform, and I don't think you performed well enough to get another chance, you're not going to.
yeah,
But he's and that's kind of like a really bad way to kind of, I guess, make an example of your team to your team. You know what I mean?
publicly.
Publicly, yes. Everybody's watching Thursday Night Football.
Yeah,
As bad as it was on the Patriots side, like everyone's watching.
it's like
it sucks. It sucks.
It's like the Kyler Murray Kingsbury stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
yeah.
look, if you're gonna fight,
Which
with
was
your-
also on Thursday night.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like if you fight with your spouse, you know where you're not supposed to do it, like the public park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody
Yeah,
wants to be
exactly.
around people that have public arguments and drama.
Yeah. They're like, oh.
Or yeah, it's like, dude, you're gonna do that on live TV with everybody watching.
Yeah.
Imagine being Mac Jones and being like, well, that was embarrassing.
Yeah,
I just got
yeah.
exposed by my own
Yeah.
coach.
Mhm.
And that's my issue with Kyler Murray, like screaming at his coach too. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you're either full of yourself where you want people to see this, or you're naive that people are seeing this.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Yeah. I think, you should absolutely give him a chance. Call all 3 timeouts. Just do it, man. Just do it. I don't know.
Yeah, just play the game.
He's gonna get a lot of shit for that. He's gonna
I
get a
hope
lot of
so.
shit.
I hope that this
Yeah.
isn't something that just like passes by and no one
Mhm.
mentions it.
Do
I
you-
wonder if they're talking about it right now. I bet they're not even gonna. It's Bill Belichick. He's like untouchable with
Yeah.
the media.
Do you think
Yeah, they're not talking about it. Go ahead.
Do you think when they when they do the makeup for this guy. What's his name? Whitworth or something like that.
Oh, I don't the
bald guy. Yeah.
he played for
The Rams.
Seattle.
No, the
Oh,
Rams.
the Rams.
Do you think when they do their
Offensive
makeup, they
lineman.
also like powder the top of his head?
I don't know. You think they do?
Yep.
Do you think they
Yeah,
shine
team
it with
saying
like
yes.
a shoe buffer?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Oh no.
I think they go at it with one of those like floor waxers, like.
That's what I'm imagining, but like a smaller one around there. I think it's that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward does it. That's like
Yeah.
somehow when I was a kid
Yeah.
made me believe that my
That's-
entire life.
That's funny. That is hilarious.
They definitely put makeup all over and then they come over with the powder.
Yeah, right?
Like,
Oh, then yeah, we've got a very trusted source saying that they do 100%.
Do they? So they do that.
Yeah, you said
I
they
do. Yeah, I do.
nasty, disgusting.
Look at that though. 14 carries, 64 yards. It's not bad.
Diggs 7 receptions, 92 yards, and a
Diggs
touchdown.
is Buffalo. Like
No,
that.
Josh Allen is Buffalo.
We'll take him off the team, and it's like
He's got a Vikings jersey.
he's like, sure, man.
I guess that's who he's playing for.
Man, that was me at the Seahawks Broncos preseason game, but I was shirtless.
It was so embarrassing.
She's like,
I was like, Dalton! Russ!
and then you're like, Russ, what are you doing?
Now, yeah, it's so bad, man.
That's great. That's great.
So bad. I don't even know what to do. I don't even.
$500.
I was
Here's the
gonna
best
sell
part. There's
100.
nothing you can do.
Nobody wants Russell Wilson jerseys. I had this great idea. Order a good amount from China and go to the game and sell them for like $70. Not sure if it's legal, but it's like
We're gonna cut that.
But now, I mean, you would have to pay people to wear a Russell Wilson jersey, which is totally ironic.
Can you just take it? I'll give you $5 to take it. Like, just get it off my hand.
And the worst part was on Twitter. He had his like press conference after practice today, and he was like all smiles. And he's like, he brought out 2 pairs of cleats, and he's like, "Hey guys, so these are my cleats, and it goes to this organization." And that was my coach in college, but he was a good guy. Anyway, so he always said, "Never give up." You guys know I say that. And I was just like, this guy has no idea that the world is falling.
So, actually, here's a good question for you. Here's the 2 scenarios I'm going to propose to you. Scenario 1, they fire Hackett, and there's going to be a new head coach, but it's the day after the end of the season, and they fire Hackett. That's the day you're in, right?
Okay.
Bam, you hear Nathaniel Hackett's gone. There's still no coach, nothing. It's just Russ Wilson still on the team. The scenario 2 is they keep both of them, Russ and Nathaniel Hackett. In this situation where they keep Nathaniel Hackett and Russ, I think next season they come out and they look great. I think they look great. I think Russ starts.
It takes time.
Yes,
Tim Patrick's back.
Javonte
Williams, Tim
comes
Patrick,
back. Tim
Jerry
Patrick.
Judy would be back. KJ
They
Hamler's
all
back.
come back. This defense has another full off season.
Randy Gregory's healthy.
Yes, Russ knows exactly what he messed up on. The defense is still intact, and I think they have a complete 180 from this season.
I want to be like, yeah, totally.
But
The problem is that's how I
actually
felt
believe
this preseason.
But I actually believe it, right? Sure,
Because
they're
it's just a
having their
year
issues.
under the system, like the Jets. What happened to the Jets?
Yeah, I would agree.
Last year they had the same coach, and they were the like second worst team,
Mhm.
and then they were like, oh, fire the coach, and they stuck with him, and then they were like, oh, it just took a year for him to establish his system, his play calling.
Although I don't know if the Jets would be a great example because they're still kind of trash with Zach Wilson.
Well, compared to what they were, they're better than they've been in a decade.
Yeah, that's true. It's mostly the defense on that
Since
side.
Matt
But
Sanchez.
so
Oh, you just
What about-
Natalie? You're just like, don't talk about the
yeah,
Jets.
don't listen. The Jets are trash. Who would? But in this scenario, who would you want for them to go after? I know Sean Payton is like the big name.
Yeah, Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton or stick with Nathaniel Hackett.
No coordinators of any such kind.
No,
That's true.
coordinators are failing at a pretty high rate right now. I'm going to say if you do get a new head coach, I want it to, and this is going to be shocking, I want it to be a defensive coach.
Really?
Because I think that Russell Wilson is kind of, with Pete Carroll, it worked.
Yeah.
And Pete Carroll is a defensive coach that runs the ball a lot, but it worked. So say what you want. A guy makes a Pro Bowl 9 out of 10 years, and now you bring in this like guy that's like, hey, I got a playbook as big as the dictionary. Like, sit down. We're going to stay up all night and look at all these plays. And it's like nothing simplified. And you can tell everybody's kind of always confused. The play clock's winding down. They don't have the play call. It's like maybe we shorten the book with a defensive coach. Just get down to some fundamental stuff, get an identity, and do something well. Because right now, they don't have an identity. They're not a running team. They're not a passing team. They're a nothing team.
And of course, like we were saying, you have all these other guys who are injured this year, back next year.
Yeah.
I think that really is like the biggest thing, other than maybe Nathaniel Hackett being over his head in coaching and calling plays. I think those two are the biggest factors.
But if he's not doing clock management and he's not calling
He's
the
not
plays,
calling, but what the is he
What
doing?
is- what
He's
is
just
the-
hanging out,
Yeah.
man. He's like, I'm getting paid millions.
yeah, to do what?
I have a question.
I
Yes.
like Dallas'
This is
defense coordinator.
this has been a question of mine for a minute.
Yes,
You
right.
know, Sean Payton, right?
Mhm.
One of the best
Now, 5
leading
wins in
coaches
the last
in the
Mhm.
NFL for a
against
long
the
period of
Patriots,
time.
Mhm.
averaging
But at the
34
same
points
time,
per
as a
game over the
long
last
Saints
3.
fan,
Can't wait to
who
chat
sucked
with him.
for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
Not really.
I mean, we had
You had like
good
one
defense-
bad year in 2005 when you got Richie Bush.
Or like really done anything big since the Super Bowl. And that was like a random
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
Well, they were always relevant. That's the
They
thing.
were always
They were
relevant.
always
For a couple
relevant.
of years, they weren't. But that,
Right.
yeah.
But the Broncos have been relevant for years since Peyton Manning
Yeah.
Mhm.
as well. But we need something more than relevant.
Yes,
So-
because you are you going to live in that relevancy? I'm going to get to the playoffs and losing the division.
I'll
round
take
each
that.
year.
I don't care.
Really?
At this point, I do not care. If we make the playoffs and lose in the first round, it's a win. If that's what happens next year, like this is a team that before Manning retired had more Super Bowl appearances than losing seasons. That's
insane.
An amazing accomplishment,
Yeah,
and we haven't had a winning season since Manning retired.
that's insane.
So the stats gone
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
and it kind of feels like.
Fitzpatrick. He brought a Fitzpatrick jersey. That's hilarious.
And also,
Wow.
you know, Pat Bowlen, rest his soul, died the year we won the Super Bowl, and
Oh, yeah.
he was the guy that was like, he ran triathlons. He would be like on the stationary bike rehabbing with the players.
Yeah.
He was a Jerry Jones owner,
Yeah.
like on the field with the head coach, cheering. Like he was so into it. They asked him in a interview when he was trying to buy the Broncos.
Yeah.
They were like, are you worried about like, they started talking about the business side of it and the money, and he's like, oh, it's not about that for me. It's just, this is my dream. You know, I don't care how much money I make as long as I'm living my dream. And there was just the Pat Bowlen effect on the team, and that's gone.
Yeah.
This losing season started, and it's almost like the identity of the Broncos is like leaving the grasps of our fingers, and we're like hanging on to glory. And we just don't want to let it go. And it's like, are we just going to become a bad franchise? Are we the next Browns?
Yeah.
Are we the next Jets? And it's terrifying to think that could be what's happening. But it seems like there's like a good GM and George Payton. We got good young players. It almost feels like we're at a fork in the road. And it's like, well, where are we going to go?
I truly think though that if they stick with Hackett and they stick with Russ, which I think you kind of have to stick with Russ because of the contract.
Yeah.
Like we've said before, they're going to cut the coach before they cut the player. Next year, you guys are going to be just way better than you are now. Offensively, and the defense is still gonna
Even
be-
if everything stays the same,
I think if everything stays the same,
if
because
they can stay healthy.
because one of the things, and I get that Russ is like this quarterback who's won the Super Bowl, like you said, 9 out of 10 times in a Pro Bowl, and I feel like the pressure was just huge, you know,
Mhm.
and coming into the season, it was just like almost insurmountable what type of pressure was on,
Yeah.
right? I think next season they come back like, okay, we just stunk. And like you said, maybe let's go back to fundamental football. Let's go back to, I don't know, screen passes, some seam routes, some this, some that. I think next year, another full offseason with the same guys in the same system, it might work out. And I think what really needs to improve too is that relationship between Russ and his offense and the defense.
Yeah.
Right? Like that just needs to get stronger. And I don't think cutting out the coach, cutting out a coordinator, and just kind of giving off that vibe of like, if you don't perform in your first year, you're gone.
Yeah. Imagine, like I said, if Sean McVay, you know, was a first-time head coach this year, it's like, hey, we got to move off him. But wait a minute, he's really good.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
He's gone to the Super Bowl, so
And that's what I think. Like,
too.
because look, what happened with Matt Nagy, right? What was that? Oh, what happened with Matt Nagy? He had a coach of the year first year, and then he sucked.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, well, at least we know that was a fluke. What if this is a fluke? What if Dable starting off hot with the Giants, and he's kind of fallen off now. But what if Hackett having this terrible first year with Russ,
most
brand new
players
head coach,
on injured reserve in the NFL?
Well, yeah,
22 players.
brand new head coach, brand new quarterback. Your star running back's gone. You had a running back that was fumbling at the goal line. You've got a defense that is all banged up right now.
Yeah.
You just got rid of Chubb.
No Tim Patrick.
No
Jerry Judy. No KJ Hamler.
You come in next
Javonte
season
Williams.
with all those guys and all those relationships a little bit better. That makes for a good football team. I think that makes for a good football team. I really think they stick with Hackett. They should stick with Hackett. And Russ maybe kind of comes down to earth a little bit instead of just being with a dumbass smile on his face at all times of the day and realizes, okay,
He's not going to.
He's not going to. You're right.
Especially if he starts winning.
Maybe like an extra 5%, maybe more down to earth, But I think that
It
really
is
is going
humbling
to.
what's happened this year.
Yeah,
Like whether he shows it or not, it'll definitely be that it has to
I
be
think so.
humbling.
I think so.
Because
And
he's either washed or
it's just
this
an
is
off
an
year.
off year.
Like you said, like, oh, check out this playbook. Here you go. Boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He doesn't wear an armband, which I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't affect him.
I just
But-
don't think this could be. Yeah.
With the plays on it, he doesn't. So I don't know, man. I just think like you guys got to give him another year at minimum. At minimum.
I say, yeah, give him another year. It kind of feels like if they haven't fired him already after a really, just embarrassing loss against Carolina,
Yeah.
they've already made up their mind that they are going to roll with him. Because I thought if they lose embarrassingly against a bad team, they'll fire him. They didn't, so I think they're kind of leaning towards what you're saying. Meanwhile, the Bears got their star quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, are you worried even 10%, 5% that Justin Fields is having a fluke year? Do you think about that ever?
No, because he started off terrible, and it had to do with Getty and the play calling.
Yeah.
He realized what he had to do. He realized how athletic Justin Fields is. Let's let him loose. But I still think that the only thing I'm worried about with Justin Fields is the development of the pass game. And with the development of the pass game has to come a better offensive line and weapons. So as long as they address that, whether in the draft and free agency with all the money they have, that's going to come.
Is there anybody you're eyeing as a free agent? Let me see.
Honestly, not.
Let me see the
not
receivers that are going to be
of.
free agents. 2023 wide receiver free agent. Hey,
Justin
bag.
Jefferson.
Bag him.
Bag him.
Bag him.
Bag him.
I don't know what that means.
This. Bag him.
Oh.
Bag him.
Puppy training. 2023 wide receiver. free agents. All right, so you got Jacoby Myers, Juju Smith, Darius Slayton,
Ooh.
DJ Chark, Alan Lazard,
Nah.
maybe. Sometimes those guys that stay in division do well. Think about Greg Jennings when he went to Minnesota.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Marvin Jones, Jarvis Landry,
Jarvis Landry.
McCole Hardman.
No.
Those are your weapons, though. No.
No. None of those guys are ones because I mean, wouldn't you compare all of them to Chase Claypool?
Yeah, but
Chase Claypool's we got another year.
You don't have Chase Claypool. So.
Yes, we do.
No, I mean like plural. You know what I mean?
Chase Claypool.
Like if you could get 5 Chase Claypools on your team.
Oh well, yeah. I mean
that's what I'm saying. Like, what about Nelson Aguilar?
I like him just because our last names are kind of similar. But that's about it.
I think he's a rookie with Philadelphia in 2018. I think they.
Yeah, he was.
Those are the big names. AJ Green.
No, he's washed. AJ Green's washed.
Yeah. And then you got.
He's not gonna have a Tannehill type season anytime soon.
Byron Pringle. Do you want him to be re-signed?
No. Here are the ones I want to stay. No, because we had him.
Paris Campbell.
Paris Campbell maybe. Yeah, but he's not a number one.
Yeah, those are the big names. Let me see out of the draft.
Mooney, Chase Claypool, and maybe keep N'Keal Harry. Maybe. Okay. You've got your 1 and 2 in Claypool and Mooney. You've got your tight end Cole Kmet, who's got I think 5 or 6 touchdowns so far this year, which was way more than his career before that.
Right.
So you have your tight end. You've got your 1 and 2. Now let's see if you can get a better number 2 instead of Mooney.
A good slot. So what I'm thinking you draft. Because look, the number 1 receiver right now out of the draft is Quentin Johnson from TCU. There's also a guy out of Florida State that's really good, Jordan Addison. Let's see, Quentin Johnson. TCU's been really good this year. You guys are going to have a high pick.
They're number 3 or number 4 in college right now.
You guys are going to have a pretty high pick.
Yeah.
You know, because and what makes this is what I loved about when we had a quarterback. If you have a high pick and you have a quarterback, usually the teams in the top 5 are going quarterback in a good draft class.
And with a huge quarterback draft class, then yes. Yeah.
Exactly. So you guys are going to you're going to have a pick at potentially the best wide receiver in the draft, which could be this dude, Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, fast, powerful, quick, good hands.
The thing with the Bears too is like they have the worst luck drafting offensive guys in the first round. They have the worst luck.
Do you think they overthink it?
No, I just think that the guys that they pick just end up being busts and they don't work out. That's really all that is.
They're always like stars coming out of college, though.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, offensive linemen, wide receivers, Kevin White. You know what I mean? Like just all sorts of stuff like that. They just end up being busts.
Would you rather they use the first draft pick to get a wide receiver or a defensive player?
I think they use their it said that they're going to get the second pick per record right now this week.
No.
Yeah.
The Bears?
The Bears will get the second pick.
Or
the
third. A better record than us.
Second or third.
How many wins do you have?
Second or third. But you guys don't have a first round pick, remember?
Well, we do. Seattle has it.
Yeah. We have 3 wins.
You have 3 wins?
8 losses.
We have 3 wins.
Or 9
the
losses.
Panthers, the Texans.
Maybe point differential, something like that.
It sucks that we have such a high draft pick and we don't even get it.
Yeah. But we have the second or third pick predicted for the draft this week. If the draft was today, I would want a huge haul from a team that needs that quarterback pick.
Oh,
yeah.
What if Denver moved up to draft the quarterback out of USC, Caleb?
What's his name?
They're saying that Sean Payton just went on the a podcast and a show on Fox, and he was like, "This is the closest thing to Patrick Mahomes that the NFL will probably ever have." And he said, "This is a generational player, and it's the best quarterback prospect I've ever seen."
So they would have to draft him as a backup, though, right? Because they put
Yeah.
much money in Russ.
And that's the thing I think where you kind of go into it and you're like, do we
Lose the money.
do we like trade Russ? Nobody's gonna want his contract, especially after this year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, even
This
What's his
is
name?
this is Caleb Johnson. That's his name.
Johnson.
He's like, you see that?
He jumped up and did that. That's insane.
But that's like the very like Mahomes-esque stuff. He makes moves with his feet.
Wow.
He's physical, and this is what college football has kind of turned into when you can pay for people now.
Yeah.
Because USC's got a lot of money. He's the best quarterback in college football, and this was his first year. You see that?
Oh my God.
That no look shuffle.
Yeah.
This is his first year, and they said if he goes into the draft or whatever, declares draft eligible, that he would be the first overall pick in the draft in his first year.
I think it'd be a good choice. But the Bears, I don't know I think I want them to draft a defensive end, or I want them to get a huge haul for that pick from another team.
Yeah.
Defensive end, because that's really what
Edge
you need on
rusher.
that defense, an edge rusher. Yes, you need an edge rusher, or you need to move lower in the draft, but get a lot of players back.
Yeah.
And just money back, whatever.
If Caleb Johnson declares for the draft and the Bears have the worst record, you're going to get probably a record-breaking haul.
Oh yeah.
Somebody moving up to get that guy.
And with Ryan Poles, the way he's been moving players, getting money, doing this and that, like dealing really as a GM, he's going to weigh all his options. Every single option, he's going to weigh it and be like, man, this might look better. This might be better in the long run. I should probably do this.
Well, yeah, because a lot of times you're at 3 and you have like let's say an edge rusher and he's the best available, but he was supposed to go around 10 or 11, and you're like, look, if we draft now, like the value of our pick does not equal that player.
Exactly.
We'll move back to 10 and still get
that same guy. Yep.
So yeah, I mean I've seen Denver do that a couple times.
I think it's a good pick. I think it's a good pick. So, all right. Well, that was a good game. I win, of course, because I picked the Bills.
You had the Bills,
and I get 40 points. So no big deal. But I'm going to win this week.
Did you say they're going to go over 40? Didn't you say on the podcast
I pick the over? I think I picked the over.
Right?
No, I picked the spread.
Did you?
I picked the spread.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I picked the spread.
Okay.
And I'll double check too.
I'm trying to think which one did you say the over? I did the Raiders Chargers for the over.
Best spread. I said the Bills. Bet of the week, Bengals Chiefs over.
You think that's going to be a high scoring game? Yeah, because I said it might be lower than we think. Well, all right, you're 1-0. So, I mean, I did pick Buffalo.
No, we're not going head to head on the betting ones.
Yeah.
So we're just picking that, but. All right, well, thank you guys for joining again. I apologize. I was late. I apologize.
No, it's fine. We had a blast.
It was a good time. The second half. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Next time, just keep your notifications up. Subscribe on YouTube, on Facebook, on YouTube, everything. Just Instagram as well. Obviously, look at the bottom. You could kind of see where to follow us all. But thanks for joining Kyle and I. Thanks for joining Kyle and I on this first Omaha.
I need a visor.
On this stream of Thursday Night Football. We'll see you guys for Monday's episode, and have a great weekend of football. Kyle, it's always a good time. Headbutt.
See ya.
Oh,
that was awesome.
Key components of that offense.